Tanner fell asleep last night. He said he fell asleep last night and then he missed a lot.
Is that because we're so soothing?
That's what I think. I think it's a very complimentary thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like being in the room with family.
Oh, like instead of us being like super boring and we make people fall asleep.
Yeah, like it could certainly be viewed as dubious if taken in the context of him not being entirely comfortable. And
he couldn't stay awake.
you know?
Well, I'm glad he got some rest.
It was an adorable thing to read.
Yeah. He deserves
What's up,
to
Tanner? It's so good to see you. Bobo's here. Fell Bombing is here. What's up, you guys? It's good to see you. I had something to say and I don't remember what it was. I don't know what it was.
It sounds like you're falling asleep.
Not really. I feel, I gotta say, I think like, I don't know, things feel a little strange.
Everything feels strange, yes.
Yeah.
This is true. And I don't think you're the only one to feel that way.
I feel like things are like weird all around.
Yep.
The world is it's very weird to be living in this world.
Alternatively, it is an excellent time to be a conspiracy theorist.
Oh yeah, no, those are abound and plentiful, and people love them like true crime. It's pretty amazing. It's I don't know. It's weird. I get it. I dig it or whatever. Did you hear about Blake Lively's 2 million likes?
No.
Did I tell you about this?
No.
It's on the thumbnail. She did a post about Gossip Girl.
Oh, yeah.
18th anniversary.
It was like 18 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, she spent a lot of time on that set.
And so it was like a group photo. Mm-hmm. They all looked fab. It's a bunch of fab-looking people.
Is it a current group photo or from back then?
I really couldn't tell because I glanced at it. They just all looked fabulous. I think it was like current. I think they all got together for drinks in a very clandestine location.
Oh yeah, it must be.
You know, like Deep Throat location. You know what I mean?
These
Deep
days.
Throat, by the way, that I'm referring to is the informant.
Yeah.
On in the Gatewater, what is it? Watergate. Fucking dyslexia. Dyslexia is flying out of my mouth.
In the Gatewater scandal.
In the Gatewater scandal reunion.
But that's the Watergate scandal is the reason why we call everything Gate, right? Because it was just the name of a hotel. It's like it doesn't mean anything.
No.
It was just the location where that took place.
Gate just,
so now that's why it's like everything is like a, Lively Gate, Baldoni Gate.
Lively Gate. Yeah, I think it's better when it's like something more like, like Coffee Gate, like a thing.
Oh, yeah, right.
A thing. But I'm not entirely sure.
Well, so that's nice.
Where's the chat box?
So she got 2 million likes for that? Is that what you said?
Delicate is here. She's like, what's up, homies? And when I saw it, my mind said, what's up, zombies? I don't know why. That was exactly what my mind saw. I was about to go, zombies. And then I was like, no. She said homies.
Same difference.
I suppose. These days. What's up, girl?
Yo, Dale.
What's up?
I'm trying to talk to you about the thing you just brought up.
Yeah, okay, what is it?
So she got a bunch of likes.
She got 2 million of them. 2 million? 2.1 million as of the screenshot that I saw. So yeah, I mean, really, So
she's not buried.
The first thing I thought was like, does it hurt your case? Like, are they going to march that in? Oh yeah, we really slandered her. Here, look, she got 2.1 million likes. You know how many Justin Baldoni gets? Probably like 8 million.
She can definitely prove that she lost. I remember that it was months ago, but the judge had asked her to provide financial reports for her business, which I thought was interesting that the judge was looking for it.
Yeah, well, they would, for sure. If you're claiming
that's what made me
loss,
think. That's what made me think that he was going to do a summary judgment, because because they can better calculate damages if they know exactly what was lost in her business as a result of the smear campaign.
I don't know if it would definitely be used in a summary judgment for sure, but it would also be used to, in a demur kind of like hearing. Like
if she didn't lose anything.
Yeah. Like
case gets thrown out.
Yeah. You'd throw it out.
If
she's sitting there like just banking dollars and like her Betty Boos is like fucking selling off the shelves.
Like fucking Baldoni, who like the movie that he claims was stolen from him earned him like $100 million or whatever. What was it? What was the Wayfair earnings?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know.
Or I thought you had calculated it all out about his earnings specifically.
For this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, their earnings have to range between, I would say, anywhere between 45 million and 70 million.
So he wanted $400 million of damages from Blake Lively when he sued.
Yeah.
But he profited so much as a result of whatever controversy he claims happened. So Blake Lively can actually provide, I think that even in her amended complaint, they have graphs about her financial losses. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember if the graphs are just for like the mentions on social media or if it was her financial stuff. I have to look. Lisa Timms is with us. Said, hey guys, I have to right now fix some rice. My friend's small birthday party tomorrow. What?
I wanted to share with you that I saw an amazing interview with his 26-year-old kid. Who's 26-year-old kid?
The writer-director of the new Kanye documentary.
Oops, sorry. He was interviewed on Hot Mics last night with Billy Bush. Who?
Let's see. Director of the new Kanye documentary. I bet the Kanye documentary is bonkers.
Ugh. I came this close
Did
to
you know
working
about
with that guy. Like, this close. This close. Well, maybe it's this close. Maybe it's closer than it's probably, you can't see this, but it's probably that close. I probably came this close. Probably about that close.
Directed by Nico Ballesteros. I haven't heard of this person.
Nico Ballesteros.
What are you talking about, Lisa?
What? Oh, you're talking about?
Okay. Nico Ballesteros.
I want to get 2 million likes. No, I don't. I really don't. Well, maybe I do. Maybe overall, career likes. No, that's probably not enough. Probably need 20 million career likes.
Can't figure out who this guy's parents are. His name's Nicholas and he goes by Nico.
She said it's fascinating. He only spoke to Kanye twice. He owns all the footage. He was there for over 6 years. It took 2 years to edit. He added only with what he has and tells a story. Oops. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Nico Ballesteros was 18 years old when he was enlisted as Kanye West's video biographer. 8 years later, he still thinks it was a dream. That's on Vulture. 1 day ago.
That's pretty fucking neat.
Yep.
I'm all over that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like white on rice.
Okay, but I don't understand what Lisa was talking about.
I don't know. I guess she's just telling us about it, which is cool. Maybe she knows Nico. I don't know. We'll find out more when she comes back.
Instead of his 26-year-old kid, it's just this 26-year-old kid. That's a typo.
Oh.
So that makes it, that changes the context. You're like, whose kid?
Do you think that he had access 24/7, 3,000 hours of footage and complete control of all the rights? Isn't that wild? I thought of you. Yeah.
Well, that's so neat. That's just how it goes, man. I mean, if you're just like an intrepid, little filmmaker, I flew to England and I did like a video documentary of this band. And I followed them around on their tour. And if something really scandalous had happened, I would have been the one to capture it all and been able to turn it into a documentary. Nothing scandalous.
It's incredibly
happened.
generous, though, of Kanye to do. Like, this is a very generous thing because Kanye knows that he's handing him something worth literally millions of dollars and he's just giving it to him because Kanye is handled. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So it is extremely
or
wild.
mishandled.
Well, however you want to.
Because there's another thing too that happens with these people is they're like, yeah, I like the cut of your jib. This kid's got moxie, sure, and then all the rest of their handlers are like, this is a bad idea, but they can't convince them otherwise.
Dude, he started when he was 16 years old. He began filming at 18, and then he spent 2 years editing this. Now he's 26 years old. So he's 26 years old. He's coming out with a banging documentary. That's fucking wild.
Great.
Yeah, man, I couldn't be happier for him. That's as good as it gets. That's super fun. I hope he just.
That's how it goes, though, right? Like,
over.
you just have to be the first with a great idea and then see it through. And then all of a sudden you're the guy.
Yeah.
With a huge career.
Yeah. It could be a good idea or it could just be a good opportunity, right? Or but yeah.
That was you.
Good idea, good opportunity, maybe both. Look at, what's his name? The guy who died, that Eric Darbeloff, basically sprung his career off of. The guy with the guy that ate McDonald's for 30 days, Spencer or something.
Oh, yeah.
Spurlock.
Morgan Spurlock. Okay, what about him?
That was really fun. This guy, his idea was, I'll eat McDonald's for 30 days and I'll just let a doctor monitor my health for 30 days and we'll shoot a documentary about it. And it blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Won a festival. Eric Darbeloff picked it up. He got it distributed. And yeah, I mean, the guy just like ended up like with a huge career. Turns out it was a fraud of a film that no one knew because he was drunk the whole time.
Yeah, well, apparently he was like a really, really destructive alcoholic. So all of the blood tests were coming back and they're like, holy shit, dude, your liver is fucked. And he's like, yeah, I guess McDonald's is really bad for you. but he was withholding the fact that he was like fucking, damaging his liver with alcohol for you.
He was wasted. I mean, you're going to, obviously the metrics change if you're drinking alcohol. You can't rely on that. Anyway, that's another story. So crazy. Blake Lively, 2 million fucking likes on social media. That is a very interesting thing to see. And, I'm happy for her.
I wonder what, how when they put up the website, when the Baldoni's PR people were putting up the lawsuitinfo.com.
Yeah.
And they were like, I wonder how she feels right now. I wonder if it's ruining her vacation. Is she like screaming, crying, throwing up, whatever? And they were like fantasizing about it.
Yeah.
I just did a little bit of that when I was like, 2 million likes. I wonder what he's got.
Yeah. Well,
I wonder how he feels about it.
It's hard not to, right?
Yeah, it's petty, but fuck it.
Oh, Tanner's Mets need a win tonight. Well, I'll fucking root for them. I mean, I'm not rooting for them officially, and don't ever say that I did. But I'm rooting for you, and so therefore, by proxy, I will root for the Mets. But if the Mets and the Phillies come face to face, we know who's rooting for who.
No by proxy.
No by proxy. Boa noite. Noite? Is that how I'd say noite?
Yes. In Portuguese is really, really easy to pronounce because every single vowel makes a sound. It's not like fucking English where you could have like the word through is OUGH.
Barbecue.
Yeah. It's every single vowel like you could pause and pronounce every vowel and you're doing a good job pronouncing Portuguese.
How about it?
So noite.
Noite.
Yeah, so it's the O, I, and the E gets pronounced. Everything.
Noite.
Yeah.
Boa noite. I love Portuguese. I tried to study it. I did a whole bunch of Duolingo. I did a serious amount of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did like 3 or 4 other different courses. Man, I was just eating it up. And I could probably, I remember words, I'll just say words, that. But I can't say a fucking sentence.
I know. Well, you have to continuously practice.
And then I even did that, I did that one where you buy, it's like you're learning through watching shows and stuff.
Yeah, but see,
it was like really limited library.
The thing is that if you were suddenly immersed, like if you woke up in Brazil or maybe even Portugal, all of that would come back. Everything that you learned would come back. It would take a day of like frustration, but then you'd recall it. That stuff is just stored. Like it's in deep storage. It'll come back up.
Eu gosto do Português.
I always have a really hard time struggling because I completely forget my Portuguese when I'm in the States, but when I fly there,
But I mean, you got to just, as a matter of survival.
It just sucks too because I arrive with all the other Brazilians. And so you go through like the customs and they just talk to you in Portuguese because why should they expect you don't speak Portuguese? But I'm always so rusty when I get off the plane that I just have to be like, I'm sorry, I don't understand. And then they're like, are you in the wrong line? I'm like, no. But as soon as I'm like out of the cab, like you arrive at the airport, you take a trip and then you're listening to Brazilian radio or whatever, like it all just comes back. It just takes a few hours. Very frustrating hours.
Lisa has me so sold on this documentary and also on this filmmaker. She said, Dale, he also seemed incredibly intelligent, soft-spoken, and wise on a different level. I guess you'd have to be pretty special to be able to be around Kanye for 6 years and then remain sane and creative. But doesn't he sound awesome? I mean, you're being very complimentary when you say that you thought of me. I don't know. I think I'm a little nuts, but...
it reminds me of you, too, because you were doing the same thing. You basically infiltrated...
a spot.
A spot.
I didn't really. I got invited in.
You infiltrated a group of very close friends in Hollywood, and then you created something with them.
It was like a reverse Trojan horse.
Where you brought gifts instead of an attack.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's what's so interesting is that like it was so easy
that I walked into the attack rather than me rather than me going in to attack.
That probably helped him convince Leo that you were a no do-gooder.
Oh, because I was Canadian and
Because
Just 'cause it was, like,
because
outsider?
you had recently arrived, yeah. That you could,
I mean, it wasn't
he could
so
have
recent.
labeled you as the Trojan horse, you know,
It
or whatever.
was a couple years at that point, but I was definitely the outsider in that respect. Like I was the only Canadian. I was the only outsider. Everybody else was American. And you know, Americans, you know how they are.
I do. And oh man, are we learning more every day about how Americans are. Things are getting weird. It's strange too, because not a lot of nothing is really happening right now, but everybody is very, very busy with all of their conspiracies.
Yes, it's just absolutely. We're living in just a stew pot of madness.
Yeah, it feels. I don't know. It feels like something's gonna happen, but I don't know. I guess it always feels like that. I guess it always kind of feels like something could happen.
I said a stew pot of madness, by the way, because I'm playing a video game, and in it you go and you like travel to these towns and stuff, and in these towns there are like these communal pots of stew, and the thought of it makes me sick. I'm like,
It makes you sick?
Yeah, because people come up and like, and I'm just like, oh God, everybody's eating out of this pot. Everyone.
Without like utensils, they don't serve it.
Yeah, no, they just like scoop a cup out, you know, with dirty hands, dirty cups. You just don't even know.
Because I think that's how it used to work, is that there would just be like,
I mean, I really like how far we've come.
oh, you don't think that like having a stew always on for anybody that wants to come and eat is a good idea?
Thing? Yeah, like a soup kitchen. Yeah.
You know how they have like those like Civil War reenactments and stuff? Like they'll have these like little villages set up where you could be like, you know, like what's Revolutionary War reenactment, fucking whatever, right?
Yeah.
Well, they have these like certain places that are like set up as museums where they'll have like indigenous tribes reenactment, where it's just like a bunch of people that go to their job every day being reenactors, and they'll explain what it was like. And a lot of these, I just saw a video on it the other day, and it was just really interesting because they were like, yeah, there's a lot of labor that happens on the camp constantly, and if you expect everything to be functioning properly, they've always got to have some food ready without like a big like prolonged preparation. So they have like a big stew pot in the middle of the town.
Yeah.
That everybody just goes and eats when they're
Slurps
hungry, so that they can just go back to work.
I just, for whatever reason, the concept is wonderful.
Is it?
Yeah, no, it is. Communal pot of stew.
But you just said it was gross.
Yeah, I mean,
It's kind of gross.
A lot of double dipping. You don't know you also like, especially in America, like, what are you going to put in there? What are you going to put in there? So it's like, you know, some dude's walking by with a little discreet. You know that.
Yeah, I think centuries ago, though, it was probably just like fucking potatoes, vegetables, like, I don't know. You know, stew.
Bobo is letting me know that Leo was on New Heights, which I of course did know, and I am still not happy about.
Oh, I saw a little clip. It showed up on my social media feed, and they were doing those two brothers, the Kelseys.
Yes.
They were doing the kind of like over laughing that people do when they have a crush.
On Leo?
Well, on Benicio del Toro and Leo, but like they phoned in, right? Benicio del Toro is sitting next.
It's like a Zoom, right?
Yeah, they like phoned in. Well, it's like it looks better than a Zoom, but
I'm saying like you can see Leo's face. It's not. You said phoned in. I of course go to like, we got caller on the line.
No.
Yeah, I just wanted to
video
say,
phone.
Shut up! I'm on the phone. I just wanted to say.
Yeah, not like that. Not like Coast to Coast AM.
We got Angela on the phone. Good morning, Angela.
Long-time listener, first-time caller, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Hey, guys, I got a new movie coming out. I think you're going to like it. It's kind of funny, but people don't know that yet.
Anyway, everything that they were saying got like huge guffaws from the Kelsey brothers.
Whatever Leo said?
Anything.
He's like, so I wipes my face. And he's like, ah!
It was a bit much.
Leo. I love you, Leo. Oh, my God. I've loved you for so long.
That's kind of what it was like.
Yeah, it's highly upsetting to me. It's highly upsetting. Do you know when I first moved to Philadelphia, I got on the radio station as a guest for the morning show, the biggest morning show in Philly. And I got on, and this guy would beat out Howard Stern. And I got on the show, and I was like a movie critic for like a few episodes because of the whole Leo thing. So it's kind of funny because, you know, there's Leo kind of shitting on my Eagles. And
Oh, yeah, I know.
I was at one point like shitting on him with the Eagles because it was Eagles radio.
I guess the only thing that was memorable that he said was he told the Lenny Williams story. And like, I don't know why that was they're printing it now all over. Like they're replaying it on all of the articles that are being written of his interview. It's like, I guess that was the only interesting thing he talked about. You know the story.
Lenny Williams?
Yeah.
Don't know who Lenny or Williams is.
Yeah, he's just telling the story about how his agent, when he was a child star, told him he needed to drop his name because it was too complicated and ethnic. So they recommended that he use the name Lenny Williams. Yeah. And then Benicio del Toro said that he had one too, where they were telling him that he should just be called Benny Del or some bullshit like that.
Pedro's name is, you know, when I knew Pedro, his name was Pedro Balmaceda.
Yeah, right.
It was not Pedro Pascal. And I loved it.
Oh yeah, I know, it's so pretty.
We even talked about it a couple of times because he was reluctant about its, first of all, that it's like, it was so ethnic sounding. And then also because it was like long, and I brought up Benicio. I was like, Benicio del Toro, what are you talking about? And he said, yeah, you have to love him before you realize who he is and his name and all this stuff. Like he's like,
that's true. Everybody knew his face before they knew his name because of Usual Suspects.
And Pedro didn't change his name from Balmaceda to Pascal. Like, well, when I was like, you know, we'll say active with our friendship, you know, when we were active. It wasn't until after I'd left Angela.
Oh, so he changed agents and they were like, we got to do a little switch up. Yeah. We're going to call you this from now on. Your name is going to be in lights. We consulted a numerologist.
And she says 4. Lisa Tim said she got the visual of the stew. And as soon as she said that, the first thing that happened to me was me standing over a pot of stew in medieval times. And I'm looking down and go, what is that?
Does that belong in here?
What is that? Is that the head? What is that?
Did that just crawl in there or does that belong in there?
I just want to know what it is. And then maybe I'll eat it. What is it?
Just call over anybody. Whose stew is this? Who does this belong to?
Who made this stew? Or who started it at least?
20 years ago.
Oh, it started 20 years ago. My bad. Well, your dad. I mean,
aren't there like Vietnamese pho restaurants that do that, where they have like a mother pot where they just have it's the broth
they've been passed on by generations.
Continuous broth forever.
Like, you ever see the movie Quest for Fire?
No.
God damn it, Angela! Now we have to see that movie. It's one of my favorites of all time. All of them are. Well, in it, it's not a spoiler. In it, he's got fire, and he's got it in a container, and he's going through this trying to cross a river with it to bring fire to his tribe because they don't know how to start fire. So they have to go to fire and then transport it to them. Quest for fire. You with me?
Yeah, I'm following you.
But instead of the fire, it's the pho. Oh. You see? You got to keep it out of the water.
The forever pho. What were we talking about? Oh,
we were talking about 2 million.
We were talking about Lenny Williams.
Oh, Lenny.
So it's just another.
I think I did know that. I think I heard that back in the day.
It's another thing about this weird marketing for this movie. Like, it's so strange. DiCaprio never does any marketing ever. I don't know. I guess it's like
he does.
But he never does. He'll do like promotional interviews sometimes at like the festivals. Yes. When was that? And what was that for?
For The Revenant.
Oh yeah, because he was
lobbying for Oscar, and if he's going to lobby for Oscar this year,
he's going to have to do.
He's going to be doing all these
supplicate himself
he's gonna be like,
to the
on the View, just sitting in between them, just
show
being
gods.
Like, I'm going to burst. I'm going to fucking burst.
Yeah, I mean,
I wish him all the pain.
He must fucking hate it. But anyway, it's just really interesting how they can't come up with anything interesting to say, or he can't come up with anything interesting to say. I think the entire time that they're talking, it's like he has the full realization that a lot of his life cannot be spoken about because it's just like reputational landmines. And so there's just a narrow, slender walkway around these landmines that they can follow to have a conversation. So it ends up being like really shallow. Poor guy.
I kind of understand now how like stalkers become what they are because like, you know, like I feel like Jason Kelsey knows me. Like I feel like he should. I feel like he should be there. Leo, let's talk about Don's Club. Let's just talk about it. Let's just get it out in the open and let's just have the conversation right now. Lay it out on the table for Dale.
Who's an Eagles fan?
I know him metaphysically. We have a metaphysical connection. I've never seen him before. I just know that his name is Dale. Wouldn't that be amazing if you could do that? If I could infiltrate his brain and he'd be just like, I don't know who this person is, but he talks to me at night. His name is Dale.
And I feel a strong compulsion to confront you about this.
And he wants me to discuss this with you because he says it's important and he's a voice in my head. So I have to do this. Let's talk about Don's Plum. From Dale. Do you know Dale? Just watch him just turn white. There
must be like a whole list of things that they mustn't talk about, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're definitely Don's Plum's on him.
Do you know how that's...
Too Real, any reference to Too Real, a Hollywood memoir. And most of the people are going to be like, I don't even know what that is. Just don't fucking talk about it. Uh-huh. I guarantee that's on everybody's list because they're not going to leave that a box unchecked because then somebody's going to be like, so anyway, I read this book. Mm-hmm. Did you really do that? Did you really do that did you? Oh, wow. I'm going to try it.
Delicate said, I was thinking about linking Don's Plum YouTube in the comments. What do you think?
In which comments? In their comments? Not to my channel. Don't do it to my channel.
Yeah, Delicate said he told some old stories. Why are they marketing this movie this way? I don't understand it. So DiCaprio just went with his co-star of a movie to like go and talk about just like old stories bullshit, like shit that he's said in magazines a million times already. Or are they marketing a fucking film? The marketing of this movie is so strange to me.
You know, what's interesting about it is, I'm going to go find this because you said it was in our box office, right?
Yes. Our box office is talking about, let me see what this is.
Are you going to bring it up?
Yeah. The headline, I can't remember what it is. The question on our box office, they're talking about,
it's basically what I was saying.
What is it called?
Because I'm a genius.
One battle after another.
Leonardo DiCaprio's box office, very important for One Battle After Another. PTA wants people to see a movie different than what we've been saturated with.
Oh, yeah, like a 3-hour movie. Yeah, that's totally different.
That you don't know anything about. True. They're still not telling you what it's about.
No, I know. They're like, just go see it, please, guys. Come on. I swear, it's good. Okay, on our box office, user Electrical Cords asked... I don't know where people come up with their usernames. Dale, you with me?
There's a ton of One Battle After Another all over this now. Like it's everywhere. It's like every second thing is One Battle After Another. Like, did you see this one? It says, I am kind of with you. So the answer is partially.
Okay, go ahead.
This one says that it debuts in with a 4.1 from audiences in France on Allociné, equivalent to an A cinema score.
Okay.
It's going to be huge, bro.
Okay, but listen.
God, it just makes me so nervous.
Did you want me to bring this up or
yes,
not?
Yes, please.
Okay,
please.
It says, why has One Battle After Another failed to capture any interest? And it's a whole discussion about their marketing and how it's just, people can't figure out why they're marketing the movie this way. You watch the trailer, you don't know what it's about. You're like, okay, cool. So this guy's part of like some sort of revolutionary group that's like similar to Weather Underground. And then he's like, out of the mix and then he has to get back in the mix.
Yeah.
Like it's a bunch of those, like nobody really, they've never really articulated what is going on and who is who and why.
And it's a comedy. The interesting thing
other people were like, they're not letting everybody know that it's pretty much a comedy.
It's a comedy. The interesting thing about what they might be doing though, is they're going to have a pretty big opening. I mean, that's obvious. They're definitely going to they're in all the fucking screens. Leo is a big star. They're going to have a big opening. And I think they're relying on what's coming out of, the word of mouth that's coming out of there because it's supposed to be brilliant.
Another strange thing that they were doing is for some reason they're like marketing with headlines that say that other directors think it's a good movie.
Yeah, that's weird.
Which is super weird.
That seems that has like the feeling of some kind of desperation attached to it.
Right?
Steven Spielberg and Martin Scorsese are both coming out talking about how the movie is fantastic and only one man can make it.
Since when, dude? Since when do we do that? That's so strange. Anyway, they were saying on this in this discussion, have we ever seen anything like this before? A film starring Leonardo DiCaprio, arguably the biggest movie star in the world, getting fantastic reviews so far, at least, for a film that has action elements, and yet it seems like people still don't care.
it feels like they don't fucking care.
What has gone so wrong? Is Leo out of favor? Were the trailers not good enough? Is the supposed political aspects, which the trailer certainly went out of their way to not show, is that turning people off? And that is interesting too. So it's a very political movie that has a very clear message. This is people who are saying that who are saying this that have seen it. And I'm wondering whether the studio just deliberately tried to like downplay that because they know how, like, you know, shrieking snowflakes will just like boycott something really, really eagerly, you know, if they think it's something offensive. The whole like, liberal Hollywood.
Well, maybe. Listen to this. I clicked on this one for for One Battle After Another debuts with the 4.1 score. And in it says, this person says, I can't speak for France, but the Germans I saw it with last night loved it. And the theater was packed. I was shocked to see that much initial interest in a movie, especially for a Wednesday. But I think it speaks volumes about the buzz of this, about the buzz that this movie has in Europe for European audiences. And the movie was fantastic.
And those are all in caps. That's why you're reading it that way?
Yes. Is that bad? I'm a bad actor. I told you I'm a bad actor.
Jeremy Sisto said it.
Jeremy Sisto knows it. I said I fucking embarrassed him according to Cosmic Urgency. Thanks for that, by the way. It hasn't left me.
Yeah. So people are wondering, like, they're like, okay, why isn't this picking up interest?
It's weird because like that's the impression I had. And then I just read that it's packed in Europe. Like, so are they just going to wait? So it's weird. I guess I don't know.
It's tough, man. I don't know what's going to happen because the runtime isn't doing them any favors. Like, I don't know why they couldn't just make it into a series, but whatever.
Why does my nemesis have to be in a movie that everyone loves? Because I want to see it, you know? And it's just fucking painful. And I mean, it's painful. It's literally painful for me. I literally go through physical, mental, emotional pain when I watch that fucking guy on a screen. Like, I go into trauma mode. It just happens. I'm going into trauma mode thinking about it. Seriously.
We don't have to fucking watch a movie, bro.
I want to, though. That's I haven't. You know what I mean? I barely seen a fucking movie he's in. You know, you think I don't want to see every fucking Martin Scorsese? I can't even see his name. I want to see every Scorsese film he ever made, but, fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I know. It's a drag.
Oh, it's a drag. And it's like, it's not even like, just because like, I don't like Leo. No. I won't give him my money. I want to fucking see it. Like, I want it. Ugh.
It's like this every time somebody has like a really super famous abuser, you know? Like, fucking imagine how Cosby had so many victims and they all had to fucking suffer and deal with him still being like America's sweetheart for like 20 or 30 years after they were victimized by him. You know, it's like, this is just what happens when you're
it does. It's also famous. Causing, though. You're right, though. You're absolutely right. Cosmic Urgency says that they did the directors praising the movie thing for The Flash, and it was because they were desperate, and they even had Tom Cruise praising it.
I don't understand why it's being marketed so strangely. Like, is it because it's a 3-hour movie that they can't compress enough of the story into the trailer to make the trailer say what the movie's about? Because I think this is where people are struggling.
I think the movie's going to be too good for.
They're like, okay, it's
fail.
P.T. Anderson, which like most people don't give a shit about, and they're like, okay, it's Leonardo DiCaprio, which people do give a shit about. But what the fuck is the movie about? It's got a bunch of guns. It's got a bunch of like, action elements. Like, but what the fuck is it about? Nobody can tell from the trailers.
Yeah.
Highly anticipated new trailer. Like they keep cutting new ones. It still doesn't tell you what the movie's about.
So interesting because Renata is saying that I just think that actors in Hollywood are so tiresome with their politics. People are people are getting fatigue. I'm not sure what ItJ is. Obviously, it's a typo, but I can't figure out what the typo was. I hear Leo DiCaprio, Mark Ruffalo, and I just roll my eyes and zone out. And it's so interesting because, like, for me, I mean, obviously I have my own issues. So with DiCaprio, I definitely feel like what I feel. But it's interesting because it's an interesting thing to say because I feel like Leo is more like always about the movie, really.
It's
And
interesting.
less about him. Like he works with the best.
I know. I think that
His shit's always good.
the celebrity marketing is falling off, I think, too. That's what they were saying in this discussion on our
About
box
fucking
office.
time.
Yeah, because they're saying that the like millennials were the last generation to be interested in celebrities, and DiCaprio, that's the last generation that cares about him, because millennials were the ones who were, you know, dazzled by Titanic, and then after that it's like, who cares, he's just another actor, you know.
They were like dazzled, I guess that could be the word. I feel like they were more like hypnotized.
Yeah, it was awful. I couldn't stand it. Even before I met you, I was like, guys, this is too much. Who cares?
I saw a picture today of
But what I'm saying is that this new generation, it can't be marketed to like that. They don't care about celebrities. You know, they have their own favorite celebrities on fucking TikTok or whatever, you know? Mm-hmm. Sorry, go ahead.
You're good now. It's swollen. So you just... I saw a picture today. It was of North Koreans in a movie theater watching Mr. Bean.
Oh, really?
And they were, one person was like just in shock. They were just like, like just absolutely as if, I don't know what Mr. Bean did, but it was obviously shocking to this
Why
person.
are you bringing this up?
While the rest were just laughing hysterically, which is so weird because how does that humor, I guess it's because it's physical comedy. I guess that's why it does try. Because one of the things that people don't really know, or at least I don't, it's so funny because I always say, one of the things people didn't know because I didn't know it.
Oh, yeah.
Something I didn't know.
Nobody knew.
That I'm deciding everyone also didn't know so that I can feel comfortable about it.
Yeah.
Was that American comedy does not
It doesn't translate.
travel. It doesn't do well over the pond. Which I did not know that. And there are certain there are certain comedians who do. Jerry Lewis was massive, for example, in French. I mean, in France, he was like
No,
a god.
it is so interesting how sometimes we have cultural exports and sometimes it's like it hits a wall. I just read this really interesting article. This person had figured out that cookbooks, which is such a strange topic to bring up, cookbooks are the cover design is different if you're selling to a UK audience versus American audience. In the UK, all the cookbooks are just designed with the cover, it just has like pretty design and then the names of the people. And for some reason, they don't want pictures of food. But on American cookbooks, it always has pictures of food. But it's like, why the fuck wouldn't you want pictures of food?
In the cookbooks.
But they're saying that they have to appeal to Americans.
It drives me crazy if I don't, because I can see technique in there. Like I can look at a picture and be like, oh, look at that. How do you get those crispy edges? You know what I mean? Like whatever.
I know. But it's like the same thing with the comedy. It's like we just have different sensibilities, like different taste. It's strange. I'm delighted.
So that the Koreans were like,
the North Koreans were delighted by Mr. Bean.
Delighted by it. And it does make sense because it's a physical humor. So then I get it to that extent. And obviously, like, you can just look at that guy and he just puts a smile on your face.
Also, he doesn't say anything. He like barely talks at all.
Yeah, barely. It's all physical humor.
I love Mr. Bean.
Apparently, so do the North Koreans.
They're just like
which
me.
is great. It was really good to see them in a theater, just, being normal human beings without the stigma of...
Well, that's propaganda, right?
It doesn't matter. I still like it.
Okay.
God, can't they just be people?
Yeah.
I was just like, for me, I was like, oh, look how relatable we all are.
Yes.
In a minute. Because it's the one thing that it's the one thing that filmmakers and artists in general, like they like to like swoon over, is the fact that things translate. We can like touch people far off lands and, inspire people in ways that they couldn't have otherwise been inspired were not for the fact that they were exposed to our Western culture, art, and all this other shit and whatever, right? But, even if that picture is propaganda, and it probably isn't, I don't care, and you don't have to fucking burst every bubble, Angela.
Sorry.
Even if it was,
is it
the idea, the concept,
I gotta burst every bubble.
that these people can have the very same feelings that I have about this piece of work is thrilling to me. In this world at this time, it's thrilling to me. You asked me fucking 10 years ago, I'd have probably said the opposite. I would have said, yes, of course, he's funny, and then just walked away from you. But now, just living in a world so divisive, living in a world that's so torn apart, that's so, ridden with war and riddled with war and ridden, whatever, it's all the same, isn't it?
Do you remember like a few months ago, we were talking about this big, really prolonged transit in astrology where Saturn is conjoining Neptune, and they have kind of like opposite influences where Neptune really likes to like obscure and sort of like obscure things and
Nebulize.
Yeah, well, it's also like Neptune is sort of like the influence is very much like idealism and fantasy and like magnetism and dreams and like fame, but like that unattainable thing that nobody can really
Yeah,
like,
fantasy.
But
blah, blah,
Saturn is all about like rigid reality, concrete truth. Like where are your barriers and you must respect them.
Yeah, and
so they're very
structure.
opposite. And that they're having this long conjunction where they're literally on top of each other and like combine, not literally, obviously they're planets in the solar system.
Quite not literally.
Quite not literally. But their influences combined very closely. And so what we have this whole time now, and I think that it's coming true just as we predicted it, is that nobody really understands what's real versus what's fantasy. Like people are really struggling to discern what's AI, what's the real story. Like if the authorities are putting out some sort of narrative, is it true even? Like we don't know who to trust or who to question. It's like the whole thing has just completely become a reality all throughout the world all of a sudden because of these transits. Or maybe along with the transits. We don't know.
Nobody knows.
But it's going to pass. But right now we're like in the thick of it. We're like totally in the soup.
I feel it. I can feel it every second.
It's frustrating though.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to want to have like a firm grip on what's real, what's true, what's trustworthy. And none of us have that right now. And it's very bewildering and strange. So when I'm saying like it's propaganda, like it's just everything fucking is these days.
Should we do some chat?
Sure. You just have to question everything, I guess.
Question everything. You have to question everything.
Which is exhausting, I guess.
Yeah, it's exhausting. It is. It really is. But, you know, hey, man, that's the world we live in. And we're living in a world where, you know, balancing on broken branches is how one songwriter might put it.
Balancing on broken branches?
Yeah.
What's this?
Just, you know, lyrics from an artist out there that I think apply to the situation.
What lyrics are those?
Those are Taylor Swift lyrics.
Oh, really?
It. Yeah.
What's the context of her saying balancing on broken branches?
Well, this is, you know, it's context of a relationship, you know, in not such great shape, but you can apply it to anything. Like the relationship with your government or the relationship with your family.
Are you going to watch that New Heights episode or no?
Nah, probably not.
Are you going to watch the Taylor Swift one?
I'm not going to watch Leonardo DiCaprio interviews at all.
Okay.
No. If he mentions me, I'm not watching it. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I'll watch it if he mentions. Maybe. Probably will. I'll watch it if he says something about me. Even if somebody says, I think he was saying something about you, I might watch it.
Are you going to watch the Taylor Swift one?
I should watch that one.
Maybe.
I want to watch I want to see the fucking concert movie thing of hers, whatever that is. Dalka told me what it is, and I don't remember what it is now, but I definitely want to check that out.
About her Eras tour, right? Isn't that on Disney or something?
Is it on Disney? I don't know. Boycott Disney, bro. Fuck Disney.
Oh, this is funny. Cosmic Urgency
Sorry,
said
that was an outburst.
What?
I just had an outburst and I apologized.
Yeah. Cosmic Urgency said about the Leo on the New Heights podcast.
Yeah.
They showed him getting makeup put on him. We can pretend that was on purpose by the podcast to humiliate him a little since it's a sports podcast and all.
Yeah, they're
That's really funny. What a strange choice.
To show him getting makeup.
Yeah, like I wonder whether his his Hollywood publicists who like don't care about sports like sent that.
People like behind the sines.
Yeah, so
let's just give them a little behind the scenes so they can see the real Leo. You know what I mean?
They sent that clip in like uncritically, you know? That'd be really funny if it like completely crashed and burned.
Oh, Lacey's talking about the watch party in theaters next week for her new album release. I think it's the coolest thing she did. It's like it's just totally caring for your market, like in the best possible way.
I thought it was so clever because it means that if you're a Swiftie in a community that means that if you buy tickets, you're surrounded by other Swifties in your same community. So you guys can all like get together and like.
Oh, it's just number swap, like galore.
I know.
Unless they're all in tribes. And they're little tribes, and they're like, oh, look at them throwing popcorn at each other and shit. And,
Some have pink jackets, other ones have black jackets.
She hit me with a red vine.
They're like, one of them's swirling a chain.
Yeah,
the other
it's
one's like this.
It's like, it's exactly. And there's like a little like musical like bit, little dance. Turns into nothing except this like number out of West Side Story.
For some reason, somebody like kicked their leg.
Exactly.
That's always what it's like. There's always like one guy who's like super flexible, just kicks their leg straight out.
Kicks their leg out. Straight. That's fucking funny, bro.
It's supposed to be threatening or something. I don't know. Somebody else does a big leap like in the theater, from like the first set of chairs. Okay.
I think it's the coolest thing ever. I wish I could go. I would go if I could. I can't because I'm COVID paranoid. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to go out there. Did you know that COVID is like rampant right now? Did you know that? Like it is everywhere.
And why wouldn't it be?
Like one in less than 40 people. So if you're in a room with like 500 people, there's like
we
everywhere.
We all tried really hard to just wish it away.
Didn't go away. No.
Nope.
I'm not trying to be controversial here. I was just saying it's really everywhere and it scares the shit out of me. Diddy went to court today.
Oh yeah, he was in court again today. Did you read why?
He was with his Justin Baldoni attorney.
Oh, right.
Miss Shapiro.
That's a good look for him.
They were all dressed to the nines. Let me tell you, they were wearing the top fucking threads. And they looked really sharp going in there.
A federal judge said Thursday he'll rule very shortly whether to toss out 2 prostitution-related charges that Sean Diddy Combs was convicted of in July or to move forward with the sentencing planned for next week.
I can't imagine he's throwing anything out or he would have let him out of fucking jail already. Why would he deny him? Diddy asked for bail, right? And he didn't give it to him. So why is the judge going to like, isn't that weird? Doesn't that seem weird to you?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be weird if he throws it out? But then why the fuck did you keep him in jail for the last few months?
I don't know, man.
What was that about?
Is it about only one of the charges and not the others?
Maybe he was in on the whole like seminar. Maybe he was like, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You go in and you do a seminar for my buddy who's already in there. He needs a business lesson. Once that's complete, I'll dismiss all the charges. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out why the fuck is he in jail?
Prior to trial, the judge declined to throw out charges, and he sounded skeptical at times as Shapiro pressed her arguments that Combs was improperly convicted of the charges.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be skeptical if a fucking jury of his peers found him guilty for it?
Assistant U.S. Attorney Christy Slavic said that the prosecution against Combs illustrated the necessity of fighting prostitution because of the violence, drugs, and sexual diseases that often accompany it. Yikes.
Oh, okay. Jesus. All right. That sounds like real 80s.
Yeah, I know.
80s garbage right there.
As he entered the courtroom, a smiling Combs waved to his supporters and touched his heart before taking his seat among several lawyers. He did not speak during the hearing except to greet the judge.
He has not stopped celebrating the fact that he fucking beat all the RICO.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody said that, somebody's saying that that I just saw like a little, we'll see if this could be just total garbage, but there's some dude who's saying, like a singer, he's apparently a popular singer, maybe even Grammy award winning, but I feel like they hand out Grammys like fucking ribbons now. But anyway, that dude is saying that the FBI is cooking up a major RICO charge on the Kardashians.
What?
That's what he said. I don't know. This is fucking little. It's pure rumor.
That's
like
juicy.
It couldn't be more rumor. But this guy said that he's in on. He testified and whatever, and he's like, it's epic. And then he said, and I laughed a little here because he said in the interview, this one's way worse than Diddy's, and I was like, Diddy got acquitted.
Yeah. Well, so check this out.
It's going to have to be because Diddy got acquitted.
His lawyers argued in court papers submitted this week that he should be sentenced to no more than 14 months in prison with credit for good behavior, and that would mean that he would be released immediately.
That's right.
Prosecutors have said they believe he should spend at least several more years behind bars, although they won't submit their sentencing recommendations to the judge until next week. The judge has signaled that he, too, is leaning toward a substantial amount of prison time, twice refusing to grant bail since the jury returned its verdict. citing Combs' history of violence.
And the reason why the reason why Combs is probably still heel clicking is because he knows that Trump is going to pardon him. Because birds of a feather.
I don't think that's he might hope that he does, but here's the thing about those pardons is like if he can't come up with a way that it benefits him directly, he won't be bothered. He doesn't care.
I think that's already been taken care of.
You think so?
The benefiting of him directly. I think that's all been arranged.
It's been paid.
He's already spoken out about it.
The check cleared.
Quite vociferously. He said that he was watching very closely what the judge was going to do. He said that he was going to decide whether he was going to be whether he was going to be pardoning him come this sentencing, which I guess is in a week or so.
Yeah, next week.
So, yeah.
Yikes, bro. Hinata said, it's a comedy?
Yeah. It is. It's a comedy.
One battle after another. They said that there's a lot of that it's like...
It's a satire. It's a satire.
One thing I appreciated, somebody said that the pacing was excellent, that the runtime didn't feel long at all, which is nice.
It's going to be huge. I'm very... I'm very anxious about that, and I hope you guys will understand, because I'm just going to be going through some stuff. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and maybe somebody will pay attention to the book. Maybe that'll help the book, because the book is kind of like walking through the mud right now. Yeah. Despite all the love it gets, which is huge. I mean, it gets amazing love.
Hinata said that the marketing of the movie is really off when you can't even guess the genre.
Yeah, but that it's interesting because here we are talking about what the fuck is this movie all about?
But we're talking about it.
We talked about what, and they were talking about it online. Mm-hmm. And what happens next is that people are coming out and saying shit like that guy said about him and his German friends in a packed house, calling it a fantastic movie. So even if they get off to like a slow start here in the United States, I expect that to turn around if the movie is as strong as all these critics and those who've seen it are indicating.
Delicate said, like I said yesterday, I don't think the general public knows enough about Don's Plum, the diamond foundry, the hotel in Israel.
No.
But don't a lot of people know about the Leo Diddy connection?
That's his biggest problem.
Delicate said, I don't think they should have had him on there for that reason alone.
On
New Heights.
Because of Diddy.
Yeah.
You mean Delicate saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you, and I wonder if Taylor's like, what the fuck, Trav? I mean, she made that video that is very clearly Leonardo DiCaprio, and it's not a support video. It's not like, hey, look at this lifestyle, who doesn't want it? It's like, this is ridiculous.
No, she's like, I would get so criticized if I acted half as hedonistic as he does.
As he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would I be called? That's why I was shouting about, and it's so funny because that was before I had seen that video and I understood anything about it, that I was shouting about how she should not be, like if Travis ends up just being her muse, I don't want to hear nothing about it, by dudes especially. Do you know what I mean? Those fucking guys like Leonard Cohen do it with everyone's grace.
Austin is asking if you've ever seen the Nygaard documentary. Do you know about Nygaard?
Peter Nygaard?
I don't know. A Canadian textile.
Yeah, Peter Nygaard. My brother used to work for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How?
Nygaard's from Winnipeg. And it's like a massive sexual scandal.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a documentary.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, I just...
my brother was a security guard for him.
Really? Your brother?
Yeah.
The illustrator brother?
My brother, before he got his first job in the comic books, he was a security guard at Nygaard International.
That's so weird.
And, Peter Nygaard, he was like, would walk past him every day because it was, so he'd be like, Peter would be like, good morning, Doug. And Peter, because Doug worked in the midnight shift, and they're like, greet everybody. Morning, Mr. Nygaard.
Austin is asking, have y'all ever seen the Nygaard documentary about a Canadian textile predatory big billionaire battles with Bacon, a hedge fund billionaire?
I would love to see it. That's my hometown there representing. Represent.
Austin said, Americans don't cover him ever. He had over 400 victims. His house was like Robin Caruso.
Wow.
My ex's family had a house across the cove in Lyford Cay from Bill Nygaard's and Bacon.
Wow. That's wild. Yeah, I know nothing about him except that my brother worked for him. and that he did textiles, and he was very rich from them. Isn't that weird how people like get rich off of shit like that? Because I couldn't be bothered to be like textiles. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I know.
I got things to do. I'd rather sort.
Sort?
Yeah.
Why would you rather sort?
I don't know. It sounds better than textiles.
What do you mean sort what?
Potato chips.
Sort all your money?
Look for the burnt potato chips. There's one.
Why'd you throw it on the floor?
There's one. Because there's like a dog down there.
Who eats the burnt potato chips?
It's like the chip dog.
They're like, why's your dog so fat? He helps me at work.
So, what do you call it? A service dog. What do you call that again? Oh, a service dog, yeah.
Cosmic Urgency said, I'm number 60 on the queue at my library to read A Little Life. So I'll be reading it around Christmas, I guess. Is it sexist that I'm a little disappointed it's written by a female since it's about male friends?
Yes.
Dale, is it?
Is it sexist?
Yeah.
No. It makes sense actually, because you're like, oh, is this person going to get it right? You know, it's like if I were going to I'm going to, write a book about like lesbians. Maybe I shouldn't.
Well, so here's the thing about women writing men is that women have been consuming media written by men ever since the beginning, forever. Most of the media that we consume, the textbooks that we consume are written by men. The fucking TV shows that we've always consumed, books have always been recommended at school that you have to read. Those are all written by men. And so women are probably pretty good students of how men think and write. It's when you go the other direction that you guys are a little bit less practiced than we are, just from exposure.
Read 1,000 Splendid Suns before then. Or read The Nightingale. Those two books, man.
And then you're like, your heart is just going to be broken open completely raw before you get to the one
They
that's
just never leave you. They're brilliant. They're just books that are brilliant, and where you know that you're reading, look, I think when you're reading somebody who's writing inspired. Like you can feel it, that inspiration is imbued in the page and I think transferred to you. That's the beauty of this craft, this wonderful craft of writing, is that it can literally infuse in you the very same inspiration that was felt by the writer who put it to page. Mm-hmm. And that's just so special. It's a communion, And so that's what makes these books so special. Not just that they'll rip your heart to pieces, but that, you commune with not just the characters in the story, but the writer herself. It's wonderful.
Oh,
I mean,
Delicatessen said that it's called Miss Americana. Did you see that?
This is the Nygaard one?
No. Miss Americana is the
this is the
video.
Yeah, okay. I need to. Will you?
Lacey was saying the watch party in theaters next week for her new album release. Lots is happening next week. We've got the Diddy sentencing. We got
busy.
this.
I don't know what's going to happen to.
Also, aren't we supposed to have like deadlines for Discovery and the Lively Baldoni?
Yeah.
I wonder what happened with all that. I guess they're still fighting about it.
They're coming. I mean, it's been a slow week for sure. I'm sharing
Lacey
with
said
you.
At the theater we'll just be trading friendship bracelets and singing and dancing to the songs.
So fucking great.
Sweet. I love that. You guys should all like.
I can't help but fantasize just for a split second that everybody goes in there like, ugh, I hated it. It's awful. What did she do? Oh, no way.
She charged all this money and then that was bullshit.
I mean, I know that's not going to happen because
of course not.
She's brilliant. And I think she's getting better. I'm listening to her discography. I think I've now listened to every record. Oh, no, I haven't listened to Evermore. I started listening to Evermore. It's got a lot of tracks. It has it's a mile long, this thing.
It's Evermore?
It's Evermore. It really is. I guess that's why she probably called it that, because she was like, I can't stop.
It's going on forever, but there's more.
They got her mouth taped and she's humming fucking melodies. Anyway, I haven't finished that record, but otherwise I think I've gone through them all. And in my opinion, this woman has only gotten better and better and better and better. And I can understand as a fan how you can easily become so married to the older stuff that came up when you became a fan. What's so interesting about that is there's a band in Canada that's no more because the lead singer has passed from a brain tumor, but they were called the Tragically Hip. And they have really solid two eras. Their first era is a blues rock band, And then the second era is some kind of weird experimental shit. Well, I'm impartial to the blues rock band because I picked up on that band as soon as they like first hit in Canada. But yet I can like meet any given Canadian who'd be like, I fucking hate that era. I love this era. So it's very easy to be impartial to a specific era of an artist that you love so much. Mm-hmm. I had the privilege of going in impartial. And so, in my opinion, which I feel is reasonably objective, comparatively, is that the older stuff is even better. Like, I think Tortured Poets is fucking brilliant.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Okay, well, we'll get to that then. You'll love it, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it's got, she has like, I don't know if it's like a, every track.
Do you think you're going to write to Taylor Swift next time?
Dear Tay.
No, I mean when you write. No.
Hi, it's Dale.
Again.
Your greatest fan.
It's Dale again.
Why won't you write me back?
No, I mean when you're writing, you put music on when you're writing. That's what I was talking about.
I will 100% be writing to Taylor Swift quite vigorously indeed.
Yeah.
I know that already. I have to like sometimes yes. The answer is yes. Taylor Swift is in the rotation for my next book. Alex, was kind of ironic hearing Leo praise filmmakers that encourage improvisation and working with the actors to create character. Oh, yeah, huh?
Yeah, he seemed to like it when you guys were making that movie together.
Oh, God, it just aches and hurts. You have no idea what that does.
No, he's doing that shit on purpose, and you know it.
Yeah.
It just goes to show that you're telling the truth in your book when he's very, very eagerly involved in creating.
He loved it, and then he brought it to Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street they didn't work from the script. They worked it was almost all improvised. Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, you fucking innovated that guy's career, bro.
I did.
Yeah.
I fucking did. I fucking innovated that career. I gave Martin Scorsese movies out of that thing. I mean, obviously not directly, and I'm not taking any responsibility for anything Martin Scorsese. But I am saying that we altered that guy's career, and here he is. It just fucking...
Some fucking
it
thanks.
It burns, man. Like fucking holy water, bro. It burns.
Some fucking thanks you got. For showing him one of his favorite things, professionally, that nobody else was doing with him before you showed up in his life.
God, DiCaprio said, maybe it's Leo's way of saying sorry. Well, that makes me more mad, bro. That just makes me more mad. If that's his way of saying sorry, I want to rip something out, like organically, his eyes or something. Take from him his eyes. Oh God. Well, he's gonna have a big old movie. It's going to be huge. I love it, man. Read Too Real a Hollywood Memoir if you can. Hi, Lacey.
Lacey said, I think part of why Taylor Swift can keep her fans so engaged is that she is constantly changing the sound of her music and the visuals she presents to her fans.
Yep.
Delicate said, I agree. Her mature voice is better. I'm looking forward to that. When she releases her remastered debut album.
It is exactly that, her mature voice. It is the way in which she and the way she's evolved as a singer with that. I love her tone. She's a deep singer. I think she's gotten better and better and better and better and better. I fucking love her stuff. She's my favorite right now, bar none. I just love her. I love her like Fish.
What?
In the 90s, I loved Fish.
The band?
Yeah.
PH.
Oh, I see what I did there. My bad. The singer David.
Yes, the singer David, who is in a sticky situation.
He has a lot of Celestes around him. He does.
It's weird.
I'll tell you what's weird, bro. His
they
friends
look alike?
are coming out and they're saying that he was, in their opinion, that she was his girlfriend, and that they are like horrified to learn that she was 14.
Here's the thing, dude. There is another Celeste that he dated.
This is not the one they're talking about.
She looks exactly the same.
You think the friends don't know? You think the friends are confusing them?
No, if they're saying this girl, this adorable.
Was this the plan? Did he fucking get like with two Celestes that looked alike?
The second one was
kill one of them?
The second one was 22 years old. Maybe she's still in his life. I don't know.
I don't understand what's going on. How did one end up chopped up in his car?
I don't know, man.
And which one was he dating, or was he dating them both? And was he like, no,
Listen,
man, was he dating the Celeste 22-year-old
Can you imagine?
for the ID?
Can you imagine being so scared? If he actually is involved, like if he's responsible for this, it must feel like he's in a tank with sharks circling. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I wonder what's going to happen.
This case is so bizarre.
The cops are just fucking salivating, dude.
The cops are?
Yes.
I don't know what they're doing, but it is.
They're like toying with him like a cat with a mouse.
One of the most bizarre cases. It's just a bizarre case. It's just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's really weird.
And obviously I'm chopping at the bit to find out, but like that his friends have come out now and said that he was dating her. And I don't think that he means, or they mean the 22-year-old. I don't think so.
Oh, well, so here's the thing. They look the same. They look really, really like strikingly similar. They have the same name. So it would be really weird the friends would have to be very clear about which Celeste they're talking about, because they could describe her and name her and the cops won't know which Celeste they're referring to, because they look exactly the same and they have the same name. So it's just a really tough situation for investigators.
It's just so bizarre.
Where they're like, one is alive and of age. The other one is deceased and too young for him to have dated.
So Nadine, you remember Nadine, of course. She comes by all the time.
Yeah.
She was here the other day. Nadine sent me
We love Nadine.
of course, she sent me via TikTok a link that shows Celeste, but I think it's the 22-year-old Celeste, on a balcony looking down at the band or whatever. And there are loads of pictures of Celeste with David. It's just like to have. It's just so weird. Like I know I have two Angelas, but not at the fucking same time. And
Yeah.
and you guys don't look anything alike.
We don't look alike, right?
You just have the same fucking first name, which is enough of a coincidence.
Yeah. And I
But
guess
to
it's a
have
common
like
name.
the same name with the same fucking hairstyle, curls, it's like
Yeah.
the pictures you see, it's like they have the same wardrobe.
It's strange. It makes it really tough for investigators.
Or does it?
Well, no, because like this is the thing. Like you interview his friends, you're trying to talk about like, the girl with the long black curly hair. Her name is Celeste. Hung out with David, and they're like, yeah, I know her. And they're like, yeah. But do you know which one I'm talking about? That's tough. If they're looking for like a security camera footage and or like both of these girls look the same.
Not to drop some dystopian shit on you, but
Drop some dystopian shit, dude.
Comey got indicted.
Comey?
Yep.
For what?
Obstruction and lying to federal officers or something. I don't know.
Oh, well.
It's just Trump retaliation, but he's prosecuting.
Okay.
Anyways, I was flipping through some of my.
He's like nobody's darling, though. So obviously it's bad. Obviously
it
portends
bro,
very,
whatever.
very bad things.
Mueller's got to be sitting there going,
I am of the opinion that part of the reason why we're in this mess is that we were entirely too reluctant to prosecute the crimes of past administration officials. And I think that a lot of them got away with really heinous crimes and with absolutely no consequences. And that's why they kept doing more crimes. And here we are.
Well,
with like a whole crime administration.
It's interesting because we were talking about Ted Cruz and the way that he even came out to speak against the censorship of and the interference of Jimmy Kimmel, and his reasoning behind that was because it's what they'll do to us, and so that's what we're in. We're our governments. It doesn't matter if it's fucking Democrats or Republicans, but all they do is this shit. They're fucking playing games with themselves. This is their own fucking entertainment. There's nothing for the people going on here. There's nothing that's taking care of society. He's not doing his fucking job, hunting fucking down his enemies from the high office. That has nothing to do with what he was fucking elected to do, even by, I'm sure even his MAGA fucking people would agree. You think if they're sitting there like clapping and celebrating over the fact that they elected a guy who's fucking, using the office to redeem his own, or to avenge his own mistakes in life. Anyway, I didn't mean to go down too much of a rabbit hole with it,
but like the concept of like qualified immunity. Like apparently this is a thing that has like inexplicably become legal for police officers to commit literally like the worst crimes, and then they aren't ever held accountable for it because they have what they call qualified immunity, meaning that if they commit these crimes in their role as police officers, then it's somehow they're not accountable to the victims. Well, it's like that has existed for all of these people, like in all of these leadership roles all throughout government. They're never held accountable for anything. Like, how fucking nuts was it that Donald Rumsfeld like never had to face justice for anything that he was involved in? Like, totally bonkers.
Or W. Bush or anything.
And that's why it's just been like increasingly more and more the people are like, well, I want to do crimes and I want to make a shit ton of money and I want to make all my friends rich and I want to get away with it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get into politics.
Well, also they're gonna sit there and they're gonna look at crimes in the face, even when it's their own opponent, and they're gonna be like, Nancy Pelosi said just not so long ago. Nancy Pelosi said that this Epstein list is a waste of time.
What the fuck?
And you know why she said that?
Of course.
Because she's very close friends with Bill Clinton.
Yeah, of
because
course.
Bill Clinton is her very close friend, and she knows that Bill Clinton was probably worse than Trump.
Like, what are we even doing anymore, guys? Like, What is this whole charade? Like, why can't she just be honest? Like, why isn't anybody just being honest? At this point, it's like, just drop the fucking mask already. It's like a joke. You know? You guys are fucking clowns, like pretending like we don't know what's going on. They think we're stupid.
Delicate says that some of them were elected, had elected him for that very purpose to go and, I think they'd like, certainly for the pardons. It's just a crazy time to be alive.
Just Crime Town, USA, bro.
I don't understand what we're doing
interesting
half
is
the
like,
time, but whatever.
We saw this in the first Trump administration where they started to like go after each other, and somebody, I can't remember who it was. I wish that I did because it was really clever. But they were like, "This is what happens when you get into like the high levels of like criminal organizations. Is that everybody is doing crimes against each other? It's like this whole crime ecosystem where everybody that they work with is a criminal." And they're criminals, and then like every associate is also a criminal, and so it doesn't take long for them to just cannibalize each other, right? Like you see them, they just like start attacking each other because their whole life is about like getting one over on the next guy, coming out on top. You can't just always do that. There's no, if you have like everybody around you and nobody is interested in altruism or like collective benefit or any of that stuff, it's just gonna collapse completely, and that's just what we're seeing.
It is exactly what we're seeing. We are living in the trouble. Burning in the rubble.
Hunker down, not get dragged into conflicts, avoid the encroaching supremacy of technology in our lives. Like, did you hear this shit about like Real ID? Like they're trying to get everybody like attached to this surveillance grid. It's just like this whole other thing that everybody needs to just like learn how to avoid, prevent, navigate.
I didn't see that, no.
It's because you were talking about dystopian stuff. Yeah. That's another way that it's becoming a dystopia.
Oh. That's news to me. By the way, I did say this, but yesterday when we were talking about Jimmy Kimmel, today the information is more sweet because not only did he beat 10-year-old records, and I said that in his ratings, and I said that he was... that I did mention that Sinclair wasn't included. I didn't understand just how much of that. That was 23% of the United States was not tuned in. And he's hitting 10-year highs in ratings.
That's a huge percentage.
Well, I just got to wonder what like the Sinclair advertisers felt like.
Oh, yeah.
Because they got let out. They didn't get in on that. Mm-hmm. They did. And they paid for their spots, bro.
Yeah, I hope it's bad.
And they got news. Mm-hmm. They got fucking news. I'm too busy. I was about to say I'm too lazy, and I was like, I'm too fucking busy. But if I wasn't so busy, if I had a couple of editors, I would have gone and looked at what the ratings were for the fucking news that they ran, just to see like what the fuck, what the fuck's thing. Like it's just so interesting how they will cut off their nose to spite their face. Mm-hmm. They'll just fucking cost themselves all of that money, but it's not just money. Their sales reps are fucked. Like I used to sell.
Yeah, so you know what it's like behind the scenes and that.
I know exactly what that's like. And you're walking in and your advertisers are like, what the fuck is going on? They're like, they have specific people who buy Jimmy Kimmel because they get, for whatever reason, and the thing about, people who are devout watchers of shows is that they have habits, spending habits. And so what happens with advertising, one of the most expensive things about advertising is finding your fucking audience when you're especially dealing with things like national television audiences. So if you're the kind of an investor or company that aligned well with Jimmy Kimmel, like your customer is a Jimmy Kimmel watcher, and this went down, you're going to be real fucking mad, real mad.
So what's going to happen? What happens to those people?
I mean, I've already read that there's a backlash of the ages against Sinclair right now, and that's going to be coming by advertisers.
That's interesting.
So it's just going to be interesting. And now I'm reading that Disney shareholders are revolting over the Jimmy Kimmel thing. So
is that a storm that passes? Like, is that something they just need to ride out? Or is that something that would like do really irreparable damage to them?
I think it depends on how deep it really goes, and I don't know that we can tell from here, but it can certainly cause irreparable harm, certainly. And if not irreparable, certainly a deep enough wound to cause, for a long mending period, and then maybe an ugly scar afterward, So I think there's at least a fairly long period of effects, consequences, I suppose you could say.
Felbaumling was saying that Taylor Swift has amazing stage presence, and that goes a long way toward keeping a fan base. You see her in concert, you're impressed, or so I imagine. But then Felbaumling said, but what do I know? I'm a huge Rush fan, and those three guys took the stage in the exact same positions for 40 years.
Yeah.
All three were maestros in their individual instruments, though. They're different fans, too.
Rush is one of my favorite bands of all time. I only got to see them once. And
so is that a stage show, or is it just like they just stand there on the stage?
Yeah, Neil's
but like nobody's doing, like there's no like stage show.
Neil was perched on his throne and giving us the show of our lives behind that drum kit, and Geddy Lee just stands right in front and with his mic on a stand because he's playing bass, so he's got nowhere to go. He's not like hooked up to like a Britney Spears mic, yeah. Running around doing calisthenics like fucking Mick Jagger. Geddy Lee, bro. He just stands there and really sings in that very odd voice of his. And then, of course, Alex Lifeson, who is just another guy who like really works the pedals and doesn't really move around a lot. So yeah,
calisthenics.
Absolutely brilliant, though.
Alex wants to know what happened to David Stutman. Are you guys still friends?
No, never. We were never friends. Absolutely never friends. Let me tell you, I have not opened an email that he wrote to me upon the release of my book. He wrote me an email, and I didn't open it. And the reason I didn't open it is because it begins with a lie.
What was the lie?
I did an open letter in 2014.
Okay.
And I'm just like, man, we just don't fucking change our fucking clothes sometimes, man. In 2014, I released an open letter to Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay. It blew up in our Facebook groups, right? Because I released it on Facebook. That was how I announced it, because I thought, well, this'll go viral. It did not. It did not at all. It was a very depressing moment in my life. Anyway, I was like, it's about Leo. Everyone's going to be interested in this and how mean he is. He's a big meanie.
Yeah, well, you didn't know.
Shut up, kid.
You didn't know that the publicists have a fucking stranglehold on the media about that shit, though. Nothing negative about Leo gets picked up.
I put the open letter out, and I sent David Stutman a Facebook message because we were friends on Facebook for whatever fucking reason.
Right.
And I sent him a message on Facebook, and I said, hey, let's talk. David, I've released this open letter. Let's talk. Well, then I get an email, or not an email, I get a text from RD, and he's like, yeah, I just got off the phone with Stutman. He's freaking out.
Aha.
And he's not going to, he's like, he got your message, but he's not going to return your call. He's freaking out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so whatever, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, fine, that's fine. I wanted to talk to him about getting the negative.
Yeah.
And let's fucking shore up some resources and let's go after this fucker and let's get our shit back. So I get the email from him after releasing the book. And now this is fucking 10 years after I've released this fucking open letter. Mm-hmm. And I get the email from him, literally 10 years. And in the preview of the email, it says, "Hey man, by the way, I didn't see your Facebook message until years later," he said. Now I know that's a lie.
So you're like, why are you still lying? Why are you still lying?
Opened up the fucking email with a lie. So I didn't even open it.
Are we still lying
I just
after
didn't
all
even
this
open
time?
it. I just didn't even open it because I was like, you're up to no good.
Yeah.
You're already up to no good. Because he didn't even have to fucking lie in that situation. It's such a habit for him, perhaps, that he can't fucking stop even when he doesn't need to. Because all he had to say was, hey, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you when you did your open letter. Quite frankly, I was afraid. Or anything. Like, he didn't owe me an explanation anyway.
Yeah, that's
Who
right.
the fuck am I? He could just be like, hey, dude, I saw your book. He didn't even have to fuck. But he started out with a lie.
So you don't know why he contacted you?
No, because I didn't open the email. After he started out with a lie, I was like, this
Dale,
can't be any good.
You gotta open it. What if he
I
was
have
like,
anxiety.
What if he was like, I have $10 million for you, and you have to collect it within 30 days, or else it's disappeared?
Then it wasn't David Stutman.
Well, you are owed a lot of money from somebody.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. He's not sitting there writing me checks. Trust me, the checks wouldn't be coming. They'd be going to an escrow, or it wouldn't be just to me. It would be like passing me money in an envelope. Hey, Dale, I believe you're due this. No, he was coming in for reasons that I have to believe aren't good if he's beginning them with a lie. I just don't want to deal with fucking liars anymore, especially when I know it.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing, like, people lie or whatever, and that's the way it is, whatever. Okay, fuck, I don't know it going in. But when I know it going in, I'm out. There's the no asshole rule by Anthony Bourdain, and I want to live by it. I do. I want to fucking live by it. I'd rather be poor and the fuck out of the scene than be in the scene and be surrounded by a bunch of people who are sharpening their fucking daggers in the dark.
Sharpening their daggers in the dark. That's what they're doing.
Shannon's like, open the email live on the show. I could. I'll think about it. It's not going to be on today's show. It'd be like a milestone. Be like, I don't know, like, what do we? Yeah,
In our continuing series
20 likes.
And in our continuing series on Dale confronts his anxiety.
His
Today
best-
we're going to open an old email.
Oh, fuck. I want to watch the DiCaprio movies because I want to see Wolf of Wall Street.
Dude,
I know it's a misogynistic fest.
every clip that I've seen looks fucking terrible. And I think it's just going to be another one of those that everybody fucking loved and I hate. And the reason why is because apparently Scorsese tried to do the voiceover thing that he succeeded at so well with Goodfellas.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen like 2 clips and the
See, I didn't need a fucking voiceover for my improv.
I know,
movie.
and the voiceover, Leo's narration is saying exactly what's happening in the scene, and I'm like, why are we doing a read along?
Right.
What is this? It seemed really, really fucking overwrought.
Well, it's
and
beloved,
stupid.
the movie, and it's considered
I
by
know it
many
is,
his
but
best.
so are a lot of movies that I fucking hated, like the Mad Max remake.
Well,
I was
I
like,
think
what
you're wrong
is
about this.
for?
I'm kidding.
What is happening? Is there a plot? What are we doing? Why is this guy playing a fucking guitar on a bungee cord on top of a car? For what? What does it mean? What's it for?
Austin randomly saw a fish last week for the first time. Can't say I'm a fan. Yeah, that's fish, man. It's
Yeah.
definitely like I can be amazed by them in a minute, but yeah, they're fish.
Oh, Cosmic Urgency said, I turned Casino off for being an audiobook. This is what I mean.
Yes.
The narration.
I have the same problem with Casino.
Yeah, the narration has to do something for a reason. It can't just be like, I think what happens is that the filmmaker is like, you know what, this one part of the movie would really be improved with some narration. So they have to sort of like, they have to make it so that it stretches out through the whole movie, or else that one part would be strange. But then it damages the rest of the film, you know?
It felt like for Casino, it felt to me like the voiceover was repairing a lack of the dramatic narrative unfolding
that's so
naturally
interesting.
through the screenplay.
Yeah, I love
Now,
how,
I didn't read the screenplay, and it could be the screenplay that,
I love how Cosmic Urgency put that. I turned Casino off for being an audiobook. That's true, man. I fucking hate it when it's like that.
No, Matteo asked if I knew
It's
about
Mateo.
Mateo.
Mm-hmm. I love that name. It's one of my favorite names.
I like Mateo. I like Mateo too. Potato, okay?
Did you know about Ethan Hawke failed audition for A River Runs Through It?
No. Which one, for the Brad Pitt role? Because honestly, I think it might be Brad Pitt's best role in his career that I've seen. I haven't seen everything. I never saw like Once Upon a Time in fucking America. No, in Hollywood. No, I didn't see that.
That's another one. I didn't see it, but I saw a clip of what was supposed to be like a fight scene.
It's Tarantino's favorite movie that he ever made.
Oh my God. Like every clip I've ever seen looks so fucking bad. I haven't seen the whole movie, but here's the thing. In one scene, not to do spoilers, but in one scene, somebody is using a flamethrower against somebody else. And the person being flamethrowed as an attack is in a pool of water. And they're standing in a pool of water. And they're getting flamethrowed the whole time. They're like, I'm being burned.
I think you're pretty good. You just got to like go under.
And they're like literally... I don't get it, you guys. I don't get how this could be anybody's favorite movie with something like that happening. But that's just me. What do I know?
Yeah, what do you know?
I'm not a fucking billionaire filmmaker, you know. I don't know shit.
You might be one day.
One day. If I keep hoping.
The insurance on that guy, his reputation, stupid, C-suite.
What is it? The insurance on that guy's reputations. They are cooked, I bet.
Who are we talking about?
Oh, Jimmy is going to be a billionaire.
Who's that?
Jimmy?
Who's that? Garofalo?
Jimmy Garofalo? Jimmy Stewart?
Jimmy the Pin?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy's gonna be big now.
Is he?
Yeah, dude. He's our First Amendment leader.
Somebody said that he used to do
He's our warrior.
He used to do the sports in the morning on K-Rock.
Did he?
Yeah, he was like a sports reporter.
Good morning. This morning, the Michael Jordan did a slam dunk. Oh my God! Would you look at that? That boom goes the dynamite.
That was good. Let me see if this is true on his wiki.
Have you read The Life of Chuck? I haven't. I read it last night and I loved it. What was The Life of Chuck? Read it. You read it in one night? God, I have no fucking capability of doing that right now. I have to get...
Oh, okay, here. Yeah.
I have to get worker bees. I have to find some editors who want to be a part of growing this channel because I'm not reading, I'm not writing, I'm losing weight.
Okay, listen. Are you losing weight?
No.
You're really slouched in your chair right now.
That's because I'm losing self-esteem.
So, yeah, Jimmy Kimmel spent 5 years on KROQ-FM in Los Angeles as Jimmy the sports guy for the Kevin and Bean morning show.
On K-Rock?
Yeah. During that time, he met and befriended the comedian Adam Carolla. And then they did their thing with the Man Show.
When was this? Because I was there then.
I know.
And I listened to K-Rock, like, you know, because Ralph was from Philly, bro. So he'd come in and talk about the Eagles all the time.
Who's Ralph? Kevin and Bean?
Yeah, Kevin and Bean and Ralph was the sidekick.
Ralph was another guy?
Yeah, he was very funny. He did all those like news updates. Like he'd be like, oh, you know, Pamela Anderson was caught in a bar drinking booze.
They said 5 years. And then this is in this section on his Wikipedia in the 90s. So, yeah, maybe you were there.
I would be, yeah. There's no baby.
When he was Jimmy the sports guy.
Yeah. I must have knew. I didn't know it was Jimmy Kimmel.
Dude had a long fucking career, bro.
Yeah, he's been around forever.
That's so crazy that now he's like...
Chuck novella. Oh, it's a novella.
What? We're talking about different things.
I remember Loveline too. Cosmic Urgency's talking about Loveline with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Oh my God, before he turned into such a fucking weirdo.
Carolla?
Yeah, no, Dr. Drew.
Yeah, Dr. Drew got weird.
I know, he used to be so practical and now he's like, he's like Dr. Oz.
It's like they just hide it. They just hide it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about what we do. We can't hide anything. We are what we
because
are.
I'm like very forthright about how I don't know shit.
I'll just randomly like...
I don't pretend to be anything because I'm not.
Because it's not possible. So we're talking Stephen King, Life of Chuck. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
A Stephen King book? Life of Chuck?
What? Where is it? What collection? It's a novella? List price $20. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Simon & Schuster. That's what I'm saying. The guy's a billionaire and he's still charging $15.
You're saying that Stephen King shouldn't charge $15 for his books?
I just don't understand. I mean, it's not him, right? It's his publisher. He's only getting like $1. No, he's getting more than he's not getting.
Guy's a fucking cash cow, bro. That's why I'm trying to get you to write more books.
It's a $10.99
so you can be a cash cow too.
It's 128 pages for $11. Sounds expensive. We're going to the book sale. Are we gonna go to the book sale?
I want to go to the books. Our library has like a benefit book sale.
We get to bring home dusty old books with bed bugs on them. It's great.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of fucking like almost all these books behind Dale came from the book sale.
Some of them. Not
I
all
love
of them.
going there shopping for books. It's like the only shopping we ever get to do, but I don't know if we're gonna do it this time because I kind of ran out of shelf space. I went a little wild at the book sale in the last few times.
I haven't even read the ones yet.
I know.
I got so much. I'm so behind on my reading. It's not even funny. I admire Cosmic Urgency because he burns through the books, bro.
Cosmic Urgency said Life of Chuck is in If It Bleeds.
Oh, I don't have If It Bleeds.
I got it for $2 at the thrift store. Score, bro.
That is a score. If It Bleeds, Stephen King. Let's see what that's.
Delicate said that Casino is her favorite De Niro movie. What's your favorite De Niro movie?
My favorite De Niro movie. Hello, Mom. No, I'm kidding. Do you know that movie?
Hello, Mom?
Yeah. Brian De Palma.
No.
Yeah. You never saw it?
Uh-uh.
Yeah. Very early De Niro. And very weird. My favorite De Niro. My favorite De Niro. Godfather 2.
Godfather 2.
Yeah, Godfather 2. Probably. He's brilliant. Also, I would say another close second would have to be Travis.
Travis Bickle?
Travis Bickle.
Taxi Driver?
Taxi Driver. It's just so disturbing.
Yeah. My favorite De Niro is Goodfellas. Definitely. Oh, he's really amazing. He's really fun in Jackie Brown. So that's kind of like a little like a...
He's great in Jackie Brown.
A little like the joke answer,
That's the...
He's so... He plays a different type there. Oh, and then there's Deer Hunter, De Niro.
It's best De Niro, not best De Niro film.
Oh, yeah, right. I don't remember him in Brazil, do you?
No. I don't remember Brazil, and I did see it.
I love Brazil.
What's his name?
Terry Gilliam.
Terry Gilliam.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, dude. And then he worked with Toby, and that broke my fucking head in half. God damn it. God, my life is so weird.
Yeah, your life is super weird. Your life is one of the weirdest lives.
Sucks.
It's really entertaining for me, to not be the person who like suffered through it, but get to like...
It's like watching a fucking train wreck. I love it. There's bodies everywhere.
No, Dale, it's not like that.
People walking around, stunned look on their faces.
It's not like that at all.
Fucking torn lunch bags.
It's like, I don't know if you have ever met anybody that really enjoys like untying tangles.
Untying knots? Untying tangles is really fun. It feels like it gets a little too nasally, but I like it. I think it could be a lyric. Untying tangles.
I used to be in a craft group
On
and somebody
Tuesdays.
was like, damn it, like all of my fucking yarn is all tangled. And I'd be like, give it here.
Yeah.
Because I just like undoing tangles, and that's kind of what it's felt like working with you on creating some, nice, constructive products out of your history, I always just feel like there's something that you can do with bad news. Like there's always something that you can make out of bad times. Like it gives you the opportunity. That's such like rich story, and people crave that sort of thing.
Yep.
So yeah, like, okay, yeah, you suffered, but you can turn that into something that you can exploit. That was somewhat of a gift given
Trying to
to
do
you
that, yeah.
by people who abused you. Now
Yeah.
you get to turn that into whatever it is you fucking want to, because it's yours now,
Yeah, I think we're certainly working on that. At least it's back. Yeah, Cosmic Urgency is at best De Niro's Taxi Driver. That's a hard one to beat. Real hard one to beat, man. And I'll tell you, like, for me, Goodfellas, it was all about, that movie was not about De Niro for me. That was about, like, I loved Paul Sorvino in that movie. And I loved, obviously I loved, what's his face? Why can't I think of his name? He's dead. He died. I love Joe Pesci in that movie.
Ray Liotta?
Ray Liotta. Joe Pesci is like just come on. The role of a lifetime for him. So for me, Goodfellas is really like definitely these other characters that overshadow the De Niro performance, even as good as it is.
Yeah, it's just every single person that was cast in that movie is like such a titan that they completely steal the scene from each other, but they're all doing it simultaneously. Like when Lorraine Bracco's on the screen, you're not looking at anybody else. Like when Robert De Niro's on the screen, same thing. Like Joe Pesci opens his mouth and you're like, oh, let's look at this. You know, like there's nobody that's overshadowed. Ray Liotta is just absolutely perfect in that movie.
As I'm sitting here,
It's
I'm
just
like
such a great movie.
remembering De Niro's performance, and I'm like, oh fuck, it is so good.
In Goodfellas?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really incredible how you can simultaneously play the mentor and the villain at the same time. And he walked that line perfectly, like flawlessly. You know, where he's the good guy and the bad guy all the time.
Maybe I should read some of Stephen King's short stories, because like maybe I should write some short stories too, you know, like maybe just get down and just like, you know, this was such an epic project, you know, this was 4 years and it was like, I loved it. I mean, it was
I know, but that's
a life-changing experience.
It's kind of punishing too.
Hard on the rent, really hard on the rent.
Yeah.
4-year book writing, you know, I'm no fucking Cormac McCarthy. I can't rely on things like Pulitzers and whatever. I'm just relying on people who are like, yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I'll read it at least once. I haven't even looked at live stats today. I imagine they're got to be pretty low, though.
What? Live stats of what?
Of today's of our live today, because it's just such a slow day.
I know.
Am I like bad energy? Should I sit up?
Yeah, sit up a little.
Should I maybe drink some caffeine? Go do a couple bumps.
Go do some jumping jacks. Come back.
Go do some calisthenics.
You'll be like, okay, guys, I'm all fired up.
All right, guys,
let's go.
Look up and smile. Smile at your problems. I tell you.
I did have a story that I wanted to bring to you.
Oh, great.
That I've been saving.
Thank you.
That maybe I'll bring now because, you know, you're boring me.
Oh boy.
This is a delightful little story about how science is helping animals.
Oh.
You like these ones, right?
Yeah.
So sea ice has been vanishing, which is not delightful.
Many gallons.
Yeah, but Norway has been addressing the problem of vanishing sea ice and how it is inhibiting seals from being able to reproduce and hang out and be cool, you know?
Like on the floating ice.
Seals have that's their habitat, is that they bear their young, they raise their young, they evade predators, their whole life is on the sea ice.
Oh, okay.
And so Norway has begun providing artificial platforms to help seals survive and protect their young.
That's the problem with socialists.
They fix problems?
They just keep interfering with everybody's fucking problems.
As Arctic sea ice disappears, seals are losing the platforms they need to rest, raise pups, and survive. Norway has stepped in, not with campaigns, but with craftsmanship. Engineers have created floating ice pods designed to replace the vanishing habitat. They're made from biodegradable, non-toxic materials. They're insulated to stay cold under the Arctic sun. They're grooved to help seals, to keep seals from slipping. Some even carry sensors to monitor the populations.
How long till the fucking whales figured this thing? I love it. I fucking love it.
I know, isn't it great?
Save the seals. The killer whales are gonna be like, between you and the fucking humpbacks, huh? Would you fuck off already?
We just want to eat.
We are hungry. You know, what do you want us to eat? We don't eat popcorn. I'm sorry. We don't eat little fucking kelp leaves. All right.
I wonder if they have like predatory whale technology underneath them, like spikes.
They gotta do something, because like killer whales are not. They're fucking calculated motherfucker. They're gonna be like, okay, we'll work with this.
Yeah,
we can work with this.
Even with the grooves on the outside to keep them from slipping. They're all stamped on the side with a Norway flag because they are like, they still want everybody to know who did it.
Like they want the whales to know?
Yeah.
They're like, who's responsible? Oh, it's the fucking Norwegians again.
For seal pups, these pods mean life instead of death. For adults, they reduce the strain of finding safe ground in a warming ocean.
See, everybody deserves fucking housing.
That's right.
See
Norway knows.
You give them housing, and then there's the stress levels drop, life expectancy increases. There's just general happiness versus malaise.
Anyway, they're doing big things in seal conservation. And I think also just the, those, for whatever it's worth, whatever ground it covers, like it's shading, replacing the shading part of the ice that is now not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I love it. It's a wonderful story. Thank you for sharing that. I am very excited for the seals. I hope the whales don't figure it out. I think the Norwegians are very nice people. Did you know that? I think Norwegians love Canadians. Did you know that?
I did hear that, but what's the story? Why? Why are you
Canadians
guys so connected?
saved their asses in World War II.
Oh, how?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Showed up with lunches. I have no idea. Food for everyone.
Oh my God, you're I can't believe that you don't know and you're a Canadian. I'm gonna get.
Well, here's what I know.
I'm gonna get Ryan Reynolds on the phone. You know what? He definitely knows.
He fucking knows. He's got names tattooed on his back.
Yeah, he knows.
Here's what I know. I know that the Canadians helped the Norwegians in a time that they needed it most during World War II, and they've never forgotten it. And they honor Canada. They have a day in which they honor Canada for the service that Canada, bestowed upon the great country of Norway.
That's nice.
It is. It's wonderful. It's a place I can go. I'm very welcome. Oh, you're a what? Like that, you know?
Sweet.
One of them.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I know. My problem probably is that my accent is all but gone, and so they would be like, I'm going to need some DNA. But where was I going with that? I don't remember exactly, except to say that, the Norwegians are good peeps. And
they're saving the pups.
Yeah. They also,
I think your pop screen is on your mic, by the way.
They also, how about that? Thank you. They also, did I do this or something? What did I do?
Yeah, probably just like that.
They also, the Norwegians, they also figured out salmon farming. It was a very bad thing at first. They actually leased a lot of the coastline in Canada, and they did salmon farm. A lot of the farmed salmon that we ate here was Norwegian, but it was actually farmed in Canada.
Oh,
or off the Canadian coast, and
That's cheating.
They leased that land, which I just like. Why would you do that? It's weird.
Yeah.
Norwegians were like, I got an idea. So, but it turned out that sea fleas, ocean fleas.
that's probably why they did it in another country.
They got infested.
They're like, well, we don't want to pollute our own waters.
It was fucking bad too. It got out of hand. It was a real big problem, and it took them like many years to solve.
Bummer.
But anyway, I digress. The Norwegians, they're helping the seals. I'm fucking thrilled. I hope the seals last forever. I'm glad, and you know, I love killer whales too. Being in their presence, I have had the fucking absolute luck of being on the ocean at the same time that a pod came through and ate up all the fish we were pulling onto our boat. We were salmon fishing, having an amazing day. This fucker showed up, took it all away.
See, they have other sources of food. They don't have to have seals.
Being in their presence was amazing, and I am in awe of all nature. I really am, especially the mighty whale, any mighty whale. Think about them. They're dinosaurs. They're actual fucking dinosaurs. Like, we're all like, oh, I'd love to see dinosaurs. Well, if you see a whale, you saw one.
Yeah.
Because that's what those fuckers are. And anyway, I love me some killer whales, but I don't mind that the seals are getting the love.
Delicate said there's a bunch of seals at Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco.
Yeah, they hang there.
Dude, they're super fucking scary because sometimes these like I know the elephant seals will just like show up and on land and like sit on people's cars and they can't fucking get them off. There's nothing you can do because they're violent.
I drove to San Fran along the Pacific Coast Highway, which is one of the greatest drives I've ever. You know, I'm from Canada. I'm from the Pacific Northwest of Canada, or at least I lived there for a time.
Yeah, that coastal drive is so pretty.
The Pacific Northwest of Canada is one of, if not the most beautiful place on earth. Like it's a candidate for the most beautiful place on earth.
Yeah.
It is so staggering and beautiful. People can't even comprehend. There's not a single picture, and some of them are staggering, that can truly give you truly represent what happens when you walk into a forest in the Pacific Northwest of Canada. But driving up the Pacific Coast Highway to San Francisco is religious. Like, you get up on these fucking high ass cliffs, and then you drop down into like Pebble Beach and up into Carmel and oh my God, it is
so nice.
Breathtaking. But along the way, right up near and around San Luis Obispo is where I pulled off, and I just went onto a beach to walk along the beach, and it was just filled with fucking seals. And I just fucking hung out with them, barking at me and shit.
They're noisy, huh?
I got pictures of like baby seals trying to chase me.
Really?
They can't chase, on sand. Obviously, it's not going to work. Get in water, I'm fucked. But
yeah, yeah, they're just they're like sea dogs.
They're really adorable. Cute and really fun to be around. And probably shouldn't get too close to them though.
Okay, Damon Child showed up with another grand entrance. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
He said, "Whatcha, superstar D and unadorned A."
Unadorned A.
What's a movie you went into blind and it completely blew you away?
Schindler's List.
Oh, yeah.
How
crazy that you went in blind.
I was I was walking downtown.
That's a good answer.
I didn't even look at it. I didn't even see it being released. I wasn't tracking anything.
You were just I feel like watching a movie.
Downtown Vancouver. I was feeling lonely, actually. I was feeling like lonely. I was like, I'm from Winnipeg, a much smaller place. I was in Vancouver. The city was big and overwhelming, and it was kind of just, I don't know, it was daunting in the moment, and I was just feeling really lonely and down. And so I was like, man, I'm going to go see a movie. And so I walked up, and all I did was look up at the poster and saw Schindler's List, did not know what it was about, had no idea anything about it. I didn't even know Spielberg directed it. I literally just looked up, and I was like, I'll just go see this one because of the poster. Like old school, you know? Walked in, bought my ticket, sat down. And then I watched Schindler's List. Unfucking believable experience. Could not believe what I went through. I didn't know what I could have been anything. I could have been walking into a comedy. I could have been, I had no idea. I mean, the poster didn't look like a ha-ha kind of thing, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't know what I was walking into. And yeah, I got completely fucking absolutely
torn to shreds.
Torn to shreds.
Yeah, of course.
Brutalized by Schindler's List.
Yeah.
And then my second Schindler's List story was that I went to my brother's wedding. And my brother and I both got married rather late compared to my parents. Late 20s, early 30s kind of thing. I'm staying at my mom and dad's house. My mom and dad are in their mid 50s, I suppose, somewhere around there. I'm going to just say sexless. At least that's the assumption, the hope. And I'm at their house after the wedding. And my mom says, I'm going to bed. And my mom goes and leaves. And unbeknownst to me, my mom wants my dad. I'm sitting there. My dad's sitting next to me, and we're kind of flipping channels. And then all of a sudden I hear, Doug. And I look, and down the hallway, out comes from the bedroom door my mom's big chubby leg. Naked, just her leg. It just like old school, show your leg to...
Like burlesque?
Burlesque. And my dad's sitting there suddenly uncomfortable, like not sitting still. And we're both like looking at the TV, but he's not. His brain's racing because I honestly don't think he's been laid in probably a decade at that point. And then he was like, son, I got to go to bed. And I'm like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah, like of all the
We're
nights.
in an apartment. It's an apartment. It's not a fucking house. There's no upstairs, downstairs. They're down the fucking hall. Oh my God. So I just fucking... I go through the channel. I'm just fucking boom. Schindler's List. I just crank it up. So I watched Schindler's List while my parents had
high volume.
Fucking like after their son got married, they got turned on by it. Oh my God. I did a big write up on Reddit about it. I got upvoted like crazy. It was.
That's a terrible, very unexpected Schindler's List story. What a strange imagery and memory to imprint on that movie of all movies.
Runner up, by the way.
Why didn't you keep flipping the channels?
Runner up was because I was scared that you turned the channel in between. What do I hear? No.
So
I could not hear a sound. My parents had sex to the fucking Holocaust. You know what? It was probably me subliminally going, I'm punishing them. I do not endorse this.
Oh my God.
Runner up, by the way, is Scream.
You didn't know anything about Scream?
Just fucking saw the poster. It was in limited release. It was only released in LA and New York at the time. So it hadn't gone wide yet. There was no rumors whatsoever about it. No one said a word. I knew nothing about it. I looked at it. I was like, yeah, fuck it, Scream. That sounds like, fuck, yeah, I'm going to do this. I pay the money. I go in. It was the most uncomfortable time I've ever spent in a theater. The most uncomfortable first 10 minutes. The Drew Barrymore opening was the most. I almost left. I was so scared. I almost left.
Really?
I'd never seen such psychological horror like that before. With the phone call and I couldn't stand it. I was so afraid. I nearly left. I nearly walked out on Scream. I was like, I just don't think I could just, maybe another time. I've never been that scared by a film ever in a movie theater in my life. But it was because I was alone. Just because I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what I was getting into. I guess I could have guessed. Called Scream and whatnot. But back in the 90s, Scream could have meant anything. Happiness.
Yeah. I guess my answer, what's a movie you went into blind and it completely blew you away? I don't know. I mean, like when you watch any movies and that you go to the movie theater and you watch in the 90s, it was very difficult to know much about them because we didn't have the same marketing as we do now. Like
it was newspaper ads.
It was newspaper ads and then
radio
like,
and
or on TV. Like sometimes there'd be commercials and stuff. Anyway,
and trailers at movie theaters.
I think the best answer for that would be like probably the Lord of the Rings, just because I had never read the books and I knew what hobbits were just because that's just like bled into regular pop culture conversations, whatever. But I didn't know anything about the story because I'd never read the books and nobody ever told me the story. So I went in there, I was like, okay, this is a big deal to some people, this fantasy movie. And so I went in there blind. And of course it blew everybody away. It was amazing.
Yeah, utterly incredible. Cosmic Urgency has I think he takes some kind of pleasure in always making me feel bad. Wow, Dale, he said, I was 10 years old watching Scream by myself.
And I wasn't scared at all.
Well, big man in the house.
Cosmic Urgency, you're so brave.
Like when the apocalypse happens, can we just hook up so you can protect me? I'll just stand behind you as you are my meat shield. my man of...
So brave, the bravest ever.
Well, listen, I didn't say I was proud of it. I didn't say I was like, hey, man, my most manly moment was when I almost left the theater because Drew Barrymore got murdered and I couldn't handle it.
Erica said, I never thought a Schindler's List conversation would have me crying with laughter. Leave it up to Dale to make everything weird.
Absolute fucking, it was like, I'm glad you're laughing. It was a nightmare. It was an absolute fucking night. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't get out of there fast enough. I do love that movie, though. I got enthralled.
Fellbombling's got a great story. I went to see Near Dark with friends while I was suffering with the flu. Can you imagine having a fever watching that movie?
And watching that? Oh, you went and saw it in the theaters?
I had no clue what it was about, and I was so nervous during the locked bar scene.
Oh my God.
I had to run out and vomit into a trash can.
For real, though, that is one of that
so
scene. Catherine Bigelow, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
just an
she's
absolute
really great.
Fucking amazing filmmaker. That's amazing. That's an amazing story.
Hanada said, I remember Scream being so different from other scary movies. We were all jumping from our seats. See, Cosmic Urgency?
Dude, I mean, maybe as a 10-year-old, you were just a smug little shit who were like, whatever. It's just a movie. I already know
This
it's
isn't even
fake.
scary.
I fucking bought in, bro. I'm a lover of the cinema. Not that you aren't. You clearly are. But, I surrendered to the movie, and the movie fucked me up. It wasn't even the movie. It was the opening. I couldn't handle the opening, dude. When he calls her, and then she's looking out, and there's no one there, dude. But I can see what you're doing, whatever,
I also wasn't scared by that movie.
Well,
I didn't think it was
all just
scary at all.
the best people ever, aren't you?
I also thought the mask looked fucking stupid. So I was like, guys, why are
It's
you...
not supposed to look. It's a.
He's also
What
running
do you think
around...
of all the president's masks in Point Break?
He's also running around in this Party City costume, with the big long sleeves or something. And I was like, you just fucking grab that sleeve and then fucking throw him around with it. It's not, what are you wearing the whole fucking cloak for, Anyway.
I thought that Scream was a really well done movie. I thought it was a very good horror film.
I know. I'm really, I'm in the minority about this.
I didn't.
For sure. I understand.
Much care for the ones that came after that I saw. I never saw them all because I cashed out. But that first one, that was a ride. It's all about the ride with those movies. You're a fucking horror person.
I am.
And you fight what?
That's true.
You just talked about how much I just
it looked like it was fresh out of the plastic.
I wasn't ready for that.
The plastic container that you get off the hanger at
Kevin
Party
Williamson,
City.
man.
Huh?
He was a fucking god at the time.
Who?
Kevin Williamson.
Okay.
He's the writer.
Uh-huh.
He was a god. He was a god.
I'm not saying it's poorly written. I'm saying it didn't.
It's a horror film. It didn't scare you. That's poorly. That's the definition of poorly
I think
written.
it's just the creature design was lacking for me. The big reveal happened where I was like, "Oh, this is the guy that's chasing you."
There's another one too that I went and saw that I didn't know anything about. I think it might have been Koya. There was or Cinema Paradiso. It was one of those masterpiece foreign films that I just I'll just go see this fucking thing. And I was like, oh my God. Mm-hmm. And there's so many actually, because I didn't know shit about Breaking the Waves.
Oh, another one. I should say actually my best answer to this question being, what's a movie you went into blind and it completely blew you away, is absolutely The Host.
Oh.
The Korean movie.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I didn't know. I knew it was a monster movie. but I didn't know anything about it otherwise. And the fact that it's basically just a movie of like them trying to reunify their family, it's just like, it blew me away. It's one of the most artistic monster movies I've ever seen. It's perfectly done. And so I've been a fan of like Korean cinema ever since. There's just a, I don't know. I like the way that they tell stories over yonder.
I just noticed Stephen King in 2024 released a book of short stories called You Like It Darker in 2024. And that, of course, I just have to believe that he was listening to Leonard Cohen.
But doesn't Leonard Cohen say you want it darker?
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
He said instead, you like it darker, because he's not Leonard Cohen.
Because he's not.
But Leonard Cohen says, by the way, if you haven't heard Leonard Cohen's song, you want it darker, listen to it, and listen to it like with a good system, either headphones or otherwise. It's such a wild song. Don't you think so?
Yes.
Isn't it like a wild, and it sounds so amazing.
I really liked his Leonard Cohen songs from the soundtrack to Natural Born Killers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the same time
That
frame,
comes,
right?
it's so interesting because he's got The Future on that, which is an amazing record. That record, I write to that record. I write to almost all of Leonard Cohen. But also he has that little hit song everybody knows.
Yeah.
And that comes from the same record that released Hallelujah on.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very strange record, actually. Because that everybody knows, feels like that should be on The Future, and it's not. Anyway, you guys don't give a shit about Leonard Cohen.
His dog is sawing wood over here.
Greatest dude ever. They can't hear it, just so you know.
Hey, Hanada said, do you know the movie Red Violins?
Oh, it does sound familiar, but it's not like... No.
Hanada said Red Violins was scary. For some reason, I figured the end in the... the reason...
The red violin or red violins?
Red Violins, I guess. For some reason, I figured the end in the intro of the movie and spent the whole time with goosebumps.
What's your favorite opening to a movie, Angela? Do you have one?
Oh, Sexy Beast.
Really? It's a great one.
It's a really great one. I love that. Every time it comes on, I'm like seated, perched, edge of my seat, like, fuck yes.
I think the most perfect written opening that I've ever seen is Harold and Maude.
Oh yeah, well you probably have the right answer there. That one's perfect. Yeah, that movie's so fucking great.
It's perfect, and the opening is the most perfect thing in the world because it never
sets it up perfectly.
Never in an opening have you seen so much. In my opinion, I've never seen so much be told about two characters.
Yeah.
In the same moment, and the whole relationship and dynamic of the whole movie is set up perfectly.
You've also said
the
that
red violin. That's great.
You also said that you really liked the opening of Deer Hunter.
Yes, well, Deer Hunter is one of the greatest openings ever made in film. 100%. The whole out of the factory and getting ready to go to the deer hunt, it's just insanely amazing. Mm-hmm. The acting, everything is perfect. Oftentimes on our movies or something like that, people will ask who has the most perfect acting career. And it's John Cazale. He always gets it. John Cazale. Did you know that John Cazale was, every single movie he was in was nominated for a Best Picture?
Yeah. And he might have continued the trend, but he passed away early, right?
He had cancer in The Deer Hunter.
Oh, amazing.
He was literally dying of cancer when he made that movie.
I wonder how he pulled it off.
In fact, he died just weeks after, I think, or weeks before the premiere, something like that.
Okay, so the chat is still talking about horror films.
Did you know he was married to or dating Meryl Streep?
I did know that, yeah.
Can you imagine, what a power fucking house, bro. Holy shit, dude. That's insane. Uh-huh. That's why one of them had to die.
Yes, it was like Highlander.
Too powerful, bro.
Yeah.
It was like, no, that's too much in one household. If you guys don't separate voluntarily, I'm intervening. It's not too soon, is it?
Cosmic Urgency said the movie that freaked me out was the opening to When a Stranger Calls Back. Do you know that one?
No, but
okay,
no, now you got fucking... I love this question.
Yeah. Cosmic Urgency said, I love Scream and Scream 2. Hanada said, my cousins took me to see Dracula with Keanu Reeves when I was 11. Because Brazil is loose on the rules. This is true. I screamed in the theater and everybody laughed. I was horrified.
Yeah, well, that would make me laugh. as well, just because, that movie's not scary to me. Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. Just because of Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Brazil's really relaxed on the rules. I remember there was this art house theater in Rio when I lived there. I was like 15 or 16 years old or something. I went and I saw Repulsion by
Repulsion?
Yeah, what's it called? Fuck, it's a
I want to see this movie, Red Violin, Angela. So this goes on the list.
Repulsion, 1967. It's a Roman Polanski movie. And it stars, what's her name? Catherine Deneuve. And it's in the Portuguese title was Repulso ao Sexo, and it's just repulsion of sex is what the title was in Portuguese.
That's one of my favorite films of all time.
I remember being in the theater and I was like, I'm not supposed to be here. This is so scandalous. Watching a 1960s sex movie. But Brazil doesn't care.
They don't know. Whereas like my parents, the opening of All That Jazz, have you seen All That Jazz?
I have not seen
the
All
opening
That Jazz.
of All That Jazz is burlesque.
Uh-huh.
And this guy, whatever, he's working a woman's boob.
Oh, yeah?
With his mouth.
Okay.
He's giving oral to a boob. Uh-huh. And he ends up having a little happenstance in his pants.
Wow.
Now, I'm a kid, bro. My mom, she's like, I'm going to take the kids to the movies.
It's a dance movie.
So she's going to go see All That Jazz. Right.
It's a Broadway,
it's
whatever.
Yeah, kids are fine. So we go in, me and my brother, we're fucking, I don't know, look at what year All That Jazz was released. I'll tell you how old I am.
This is 1979.
Yeah, so I was 9. I was 9 years old. And I watched this sexual act, right? And this guy, he comes in his pants.
Yeah, Bob Fosse's kind of a perv, huh?
So check it out. I turned to my mom and I laugh and I go, he peed himself, Mommy, he peed himself. And she grabbed me by my hand. She grabbed my brother by his hand.
Enough.
And she fucking pulled us like 2 sacks and just fucking yanked us out of our seats and marched up to the box office and said, I can't believe you would sell tickets to a mother with 2 children for a movie like that. I want my money back right now. And I was like, why, Mommy? Because he peed himself?
And you weren't helping.
No, because I'm sitting there talking about, I couldn't believe this guy peed himself on camera. I was like, that's fucking embarrassing. I did that once at camp. Oh, bad news.
That's great comedy.
Hilarious. They know really how to get to the kids. Anyway.
Damon Child is asking, has anyone seen Martyrs? I have.
No.
A next level horror movie you have to talk about with someone once you've seen it. It's absolutely brutal.
Okay, I got to see that.
Is that the one?
Oh,
I can't spoil
you
it.
guys are fucking loading up my shit. What's it called? Martyrs?
Martyrs, yeah.
Oh, my God, of course.
That one always comes up in conversation. That one in like Suspiria, for like, if you're a hardcore horror fan, you have to talk about these movies.
Well, there's Martyrs 2008, Martyrs 2015. Please help.
No, Martyrs. What are the years?
08 and 15.
Oh.
Can you believe 7 years apart?
It's got to be 08.
Oh, and then what did I do? Hit 15. That's the kind of person I am. Martyrs. No, I don't want. All right, well, I want to see it.
Yes. 2 young women who were both victims of abuse as children embark on a bloody quest for revenge.
Oh, yeah. I'm always Thelma and Louise, but like cutting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's intense. It's gnarly. You can rely on French horror films for being like that. They're just like, they do not hold back on the gore.
I got a thriller movie that you can't find anywhere, and if you can find it, you should watch it because it's fucking amazing.
Well, if you can't find it anywhere.
It's called The Music Box with Jessica Lange and Armin Stuhler-Moll.
Oh,
what do you call
Music Box.
Music Box. And I want you to see this, Angela. I want you to see this movie. I check every few months.
Is it? It's not a horror movie?
The Music Box is not. It's a thriller. The Music Box. It doesn't even... The Music Box, 1989.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, this movie. And you just can't get it anywhere. It's not available. You can buy... Oh, it says for rent on Amazon. If it's for rent on Amazon, we might fucking rent that shit tonight.
Let's do it.
Oh, and then I click on it. Oh, there it is. Nope, it's only for sale. They have DVDs for $44.
Oh, that's a bummer. So it's out of print?
You can get DVDs for $44. You can get VHS tapes of it for $8.99.
Is it on a What is it?
Oh, Lucas Haas is in it. I totally forgot about that.
Oh, he's a kid.
Definitely.
Is it on Criterion, you think?
Oh, here's a DVD for $14.99. It's not. It's only available. It's available nowhere except for Amazon. I don't understand why this movie gets no love.
A lawyer defends her father accused of war crimes, but there is more to the case than she suspects.
It is so fucking this fucking movie, bro. And the performances are just, oh my God. It's, well, look, it gets a 4.6 on what you call it.
But you can't see it anywhere. You have to buy it for $40.
Well, no, there's one for $15.99, but I'm still not buying it.
We need video stores. We need video stores back. If I'm going to run for president, and my platform will be the return of video stores.
It sucks because I want everyone to see that movie. And it makes me mad that you can't or won't or whatever. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's 9:04. And I have to lay my weary head to rest. Who said that they loved Rush?
Oh, that was, let me see.
If you're still here.
I think that was.
We have to have a little Rush discussion eventually.
Hang on. I'll find it.
So 2112 was like the record that was in my veins as a kid. I still to this day quote it. In fact, one of the quotes that I use from that record every single day, because it's so philosophically beautiful.
It's Phil Baumling. I was a Rush fan.
Phil Baumling. Oh, that's beautiful. So Phil Baumling, the one lyric I always quote from 2112 is, if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. And that lyric was life-changing to me. That was an aha moment for me when I heard that lyric for the first time. It's written by the great Neil Peart. And if you do nothing else when it comes to Rush, just read what he writes. He was one of the greatest lyricists of all time. Like, I mean, the poetry out of this man, the beauty, the understanding of storytelling in lyrics is really at the highest possible level. Really one of the greatest lyricists of all time. He also wrote books, but it was his lyrics that changed my life forever. Anyway, so that's why I love Rush. I'm a big guy on lyrics. You know, one of the things that I think makes me maybe a little bit difficult to enjoy my eclectic taste is because I don't care if it sounds bad. If it's got a great story, I'm in. Like if a song has a great story, it has to be intolerable. If it's got a great story, I'm hook, line, sinker. And that's why I like Leonard Cohen. Like Leonard Cohen is a bad singer, like genuinely bad singer. But he puts his heart and soul into everything, and the lyrics just mean the world to me. So I can't get enough. Mm-hmm. I can't stop listening to him, you know?
Phil Baumling said that's not 2112. I think that was Free Will.
Yeah, you might be right.
And that makes sense. That would be the
If you choose not to decide, you still may trump it down. Yeah, it is Free Will. That's exactly what it is. Anyway, I love Rush. And I saw them in Philly. When I saw Rush in Philly, when I saw Rush in Philly, they were playing. Philly has these two stadiums that they have like two like major venues side by side. It's like the rink and the arena for the Sixers and for the Flyers. And when we showed up, I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was such a madhouse. Jimmy Buffett was playing. So it was like that you could see the divide.
So you were going to go see Rush, and everybody, a bunch of other people were going to go see Jimmy Buffett.
And you could see, it was like looking at, you ever see those like videos of when the river meets the ocean?
Yes.
It was like when the river meets the ocean. It was like all these people walking around in like Buffett gear and Hawaiian gear. And then all these fucking like depressed ass fucking 80s like metal heads.
All black.
And fucking prog rockers that just had they like Maudie like. I swear it was like the river meets the ocean. I was so like, great. Look at this fucking thing. Like from a top, like when you like if you ever had an ant farm. I had this friend in school. His name was Corey. He had ant farms, big ones, and he would bring them in fucking cases and shit. And he would bring like warring ant farms, crazy shit. Anyway, it was like that too. All right, I fucking love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys had fun tonight. I know that the news is light, but the fucking spirits are high. We'll see you tomorrow. You guys are the best. Good night.
Good night.